It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me.
Get over here, Marcus. Let me look
Hey.
at you.
I don't want it.
Tobin Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better about me, boy. Okay, Leroy Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the sauce with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motive. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's like Florida. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with viewing for free. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, what they gonna do next?
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Leroy.
We gotta hold this down today.
Holding it down.
We holding it down. Hey, I think he didn't want to show up because he gave you some bad advice yesterday.
Bro. No, listen, I was gonna save that to for my dead to me, but just because we gotta bring this up. What the hell, Tobin? Everything he said, essentially, like everything he said. So not only that, he doubled down after the show. I'm not sure. Yeah, he doubled down with Hawkman and Crowder here, where he said Haywood Highsmith, 1.5 steals and blocks. That's easy. He'll do that easily. That was the only thing that cost me $300 yesterday, Leroy. $300. That little show pony, dude.
Dude, here's what I learned. I do this when we pick our games.
Yeah.
I do this if I should happen to have a little wager, right?
Yep.
Don't bet with your heart, right?
Man, I can't
Don't bet your own team.
Yeah.
Because think about this. And take it from me, because anything I say negative about the Canes or the Dolphins, I'm a hater. So if Tobin were to say he ain't going to get those numbers, how does he look? So he's never going to say that.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with whether he thinks he's a good player or not, or the situation is good. If you say no to any of the stats for your team, you look like a hater.
Yeah. So
don't do it. Don't even go there. Pick some random dude that plays for OKC.
Oh, you know what? I hit twice off OKC yesterday. Chet Holmgren 3 free throws, easy.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so much easier to. That's why, listen, I avoid these 3 teams: Dolphins, Browns, and Vikings. Now, the only time I will, if you notice, is when they're underdogs.
Oh, yeah. That's
Never, I don't do it.
Yeah.
And you definitely, because once you pick that game, you can only pick them to win. Otherwise, you ain't got no confidence in your team. You think your team is I don't want to play that game. So I just avoid it. You got to learn. And I tell Tobin all the time, the reason why he will always lose to me in wagers and friendly little wagers and wearing stupid stuff is because he bets with his heart. He bets what he wants to happen versus what he thinks is going to happen, right? It's how the Heat going to do in this series, Heat 5.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I leave it alone. I don't, even if I think it, I try to avoid it. I don't say it because I don't want my emotions or what I want to happen to get in the way of what I think will happen. So leave them alone. I wouldn't do nothing unless you gonna do something positive or bet positive so you look like a homer and you be absolutely sure that you can go with that. Don't do it. And so that's why at the end of every month, right? You 3 knuckleheads race to pick the Dolphins. As long as we've been doing the dartboard of doom, no matter how good I felt about the Dolphins, I leave it alone. Yeah. Don't do it. Just stay. Even if I think they're gonna blow a team out, let it go. Don't do it. So you'll learn. Leave the home team alone. And guess what? You watch the game totally different.
Yeah, for sure.
You see what I'm saying? Like you watch the game. You are a honest fan. You're watching the game as a fan of your team and of the game, right? Soon as you put a little coin on it, now you hate watching. This is why I can't. This bum, right?
Like, you gotta make a free throw, dude.
Right. So you gotta leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Like, come on, 1.5 steals, Leroy.
Listen, my buddies ask me every weekend, hey, what do you think the Dolphins gonna do? What do you think the Canes gonna do? I don't mess with it. I don't mess with it, right? Because you want to root for your team, right? And if you put money on you rooting for your money, right? You ain't rooting for your team, right?
Like, look, man, I'm watching games I never thought I'd watch before.
Right. I let it go. I leave it alone. Yeah. So other than that, the big win. Marco, by the way, everybody out there.
Yep.
Marcos has gave us access to his code.
I can use my code. You use my code.
He win, baby. You get your half off on all orders online, right?
Yep.
Get you some pizza.
That Papa John's.
That Papa John's pizza.
7 in a row now, dude.
7 in a row, which think about this, Marcos.
Yeah.
Last year they went to the NBA Finals.
Yep.
And they never won more than 4 games.
Never. I think the whole time.
That is by far one of the most astonishing things about last year. And when they went into the playoffs, I said the same thing. How can you think a team's going to win that's never had a winning streak of more than, I want to say it was 3 or 4 games?
Yeah.
That's tough. Right? Because you get behind, you might have to run off a couple. So the fact that now, and it looked like Jimmy got his legs.
Ooh, Jimmy was on yesterday. You know, the 18-point third quarter that he had, I heard Eric Reed say this, is the best, at least regular season quarter, point-wise, that he's had since joining the Heat.
Yeah, I can
on a random ass. What was this, Thursday?
Yeah, but here's the thing. And I think that this played into it. Early in the beginning of the season, Jimmy wasn't playing well for whatever reason, right? Yeah. And so I think this is his way. He had to pick it up for him, not just the team, right? He had to get into a flow. And so when you're feeling it, right? And then you have to understand, one of the things I really do love about this Heat team is whether it's Kyle, whether it's Bam, whether it's Jimmy, or whether it's even Tyler, right? Yeah. They sometimes look clunky when they all play. But when one of them doesn't play, somebody always picks it up.
Absolutely.
Right? And so that's the thing that maybe Jimmy say, you know what? Let me go ahead on and do me, because we don't have as many options, you know, because Bam's still going to get his 20.
Absolutely.
Consistently. Like this is also an incredible thing.
Yeah,
is that sure. Now you know Bam going to usually give you 20 and 10. Right? So you got, and
we need every bit of it, to be honest.
We need every bit of it. Caleb got him a little run.
Yeah, that was good. It was nice to see him back on the court.
Yep. Jaime doing Jaime things.
Yeah. Woo. Hey.
Now, woo. Of all that.
Yep.
We know Jimmy. We know Jimmy can beat Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
We know Bam could be Bam. Right? We know Jaime gonna give energy. But what Duncan Robinson is doing.
Ooh, talk about
it. What Duncan Robinson is doing. And it's like, you can't even look at him as a 3-point shooter no more.
No,
he's a basketball player that shoots threes.
My boy is a hooper.
Right. So and silly me, because I always talk about this. Shouldn't we start giving these players more opportunity to grow? I mean, because I mean, listen, Dunk came out of the gates shooting threes, right? And then he didn't shoot the three as well the following year. And we already call him Fat Cat. Like,
Yeah, I
dude's
mean, he got
been in the league for a minute, right? Can he get a chance to work on his bag, to do other things? I mean,
we've never seen this though, Leroy.
Yeah, but I know, but here, it's been building though. Because remember, last year he was doing a lot of cut.
Yep.
And now this year he's taking guys off the dribble.
Yeah.
Right? So he has progressed.
He did a little up and under at a certain point.
That's what I'm saying. So he has progressed to more of a complete player. And more importantly, dude don't get 3 fouls in 3 seconds.
Yes. You think he's finally getting respect, or his defense?
Did you see who took it to the hoop and Dunks had him on lockdown? He threw up a brick. I was like, oh my goodness. It might have been Bridges. And
man,
I was like,
you
go ahead, Dunks.
Okay.
Yeah. So while we sitting here looking at Bam, Jimmy, Tyler, Jaime, I think the biggest surprise this year has to be what Dunks has been doing on both sides of the ball and not just shooting the three. His development and his movement up has been one of the biggest surprises to me, because we entered this. Oh, what is he gonna make threes? Is he gonna get back to old Dunks? No, old Dunks is gone. This new Dunks.
Better Dunks.
Right? Complete Dunks. So
man, it's been great to see.
Yeah, it has been.
These headlines are brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Right? Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. In further news,
I had another bet. I think you were here for that as well. The Reinhardt. You were here for Rhino, right? When we put in Reinhardt.
Did he score?
My boy, the only goal yesterday. Let's go.
He's been on fire too.
He has been, man. He has been.
Did they? I didn't even see any of that game. Did they win?
They lost. It was 2-1. They lost.
2-1 filthy.
It was a 2-1 filthy. They picked up their goal in the third, so I know it probably
2-1 filthy.
The score is probably closer than what it really was, but I mean, the real thing is, it's a crime they expect me to stay up that late to watch hockey. It's ridiculous.
Dude, the Heat do it too.
Yeah, but
you know what I like? Football, only Monday Night Football and Sunday Night Football gonna even get you after 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything else.
And by then, I'm already invested.
Right. By then, you've already determined whether you're going to stay up or not. Now, to be honest with you, I watched a lot of the Heat game. Yeah. I didn't really watch too much of the football. And then when I got into bed.
That's right.
When I got into bed, I put it on Prime and watched a little bit of the second half. And by then, I was like, what happened to Joe Burrow? Right?
My fantasy team wants to know the same thing, Leroy. What the hell happened to Joe Burrow?
Dude, you know what? Now.
What is it? Look at these stats. 11 for 17, 101 yards. What is
like he was balling.
Football game?
But let me ask you this. They talk about Tua.
Yeah.
And Tua being hurt. And I would say his first year was unfair because they never gave him a chance to properly strengthen his hip and legs and stuff like that.
Yep.
So, but then he had the 1 year with the concussions, and he had a wrist or a thumb or something, right?
Thumb.
But he ain't had as many injuries as Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow is fragile. Absolutely.
No, that's what it looked like when your line gives you 0 to no protection.
Yeah, but you got to know that as the Bengals. It's like, wasn't he the most sacked quarterback? First of all, first year he gets injured. Second year makes it to the Super Bowl with the worst O-line possible. Right. You got to do something eventually.
Well, here's the deal. One of the things that you have to understand is a lot of young quarterbacks get sacked a lot because they hold the ball too long, right? Yeah. That's what Mike McDaniel broke 2 of, right? Yep. And it happens, gradually through your career. Now, there is one exception. CJ Stroud.
Woo!
It's good. Dude, I don't think people understand how good that is. He ain't playing for, he ain't coming in like Patrick Mahomes did on a 13-3 team.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
Most people thought Houston wasn't going to be that good.
Yep.
And he's come in, he makes a lot of timing throws. He makes more plays with his legs than anybody thought he would, because that was the thing about dude in Carolina. He was going to make, be able to make some plays with his legs, but he can't even get there.
Nope.
Right? So
little legs.
So what CJ Stroud is doing is amazing, because he's not getting sacked. He's getting rid of the ball. The timing is awesome to what he's doing. And so, a lot of guys don't, like, you think of a guy like Ben Roethlisberger. You think of a guy like Josh Allen. They're so big that they never had to go through the progression that a lot of young quarterbacks have to, because once you get there, you couldn't get them on the ground. So they would just hold the ball.
Yeah.
That led to a lot of Ben Roethlisberger's success, because he was so damn big, he'd just shake you off.
Really, just like a big tree.
Right, exactly. So, I don't know what they're going to do with Joe Burrow, because protecting him, you can't. Here's the thing. And we learned this. I learned this with both of the teams that I watch, and I've said this all the time. It's not necessarily how good your offensive linemen are, but how well they play together. And you don't need 5 number 1 picks.
Yeah.
You do need, like, there are some positions on that field where you need to have that dog, and that's left tackle. We have that guy, right? Yeah. But other than that, if you notice, there's been a lot of movement on that offensive line, and they've seemed to hold up pretty good. And here's why. It's been the same damn guys for what, 2-3 years?
Yeah.
So that plays a big role in it, learn how to play with the guy next. That is probably, if there's one group on a football field that has to be together and work together the best, it's that group, right?
Yeah.
You can get away with it in other aspects of your game, but if your offensive line not working together, I don't care who you got at quarterback or wide receiver, it don't matter. And we starting to see that, with this team, because, going into the year, we say about the Dolphins, oh, well, they ain't do nothing with offensive line. They ain't do nothing. And they're like, we don't need to. And guess what?
They've been performing well.
Right. So
even when they're like plug and play, everyone who's
plug and play, they seem to work. Now, let's be clear. Now, everybody ain't as good as the guy next to him.
Yeah, well,
but they work well together.
Talking about you, Berg.
We ain't calling nobody out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, look. Yesterday,
let's take a little break and get to it.
Yeah, we saw a great performance from Duncan Robinson, who we think is more than a 3-point shooter, right? Yep. Someone else on the team is coming for his crown, though, as the top.
No. Come on, Jimmy. Don't do it. Don't do it, Jimmy. You made 2 threes.
All right, we'll be right back.
WQAM, broadcasting live from the Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios.
shoot it now. Go Heat. Once he was a D3 player, transferring to Michigan. He never had no problems heating up from three-point land. He rarely missed a long ball. Hard to stop him in his flow. He releases his shot quickly. Yes, he does. And makes it on the give and go. His shots are sinking and swishing. He's driving to the hoop, yeah. And Justice then hit him with a no-look pass. And we said, play that Duncan music, my boy.
Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show.
Hey, so as much as he badmouthed my man, you know he gonna say, but I made a song about him, and I apologize.
He's always gonna go back to that.
Yeah.
Who loved him longer than I did? I made a song about him.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, of all the guys that have been most impressive, I mean, Jaime Jaquez, because he's a rookie.
Yeah.
But he's an old rookie. So he's played more basketball than a lot of guys, a lot of rookies. So
boy, he's not old, Leroy. He's experienced. He's wise.
He's wise. He's a experienced rookie.
Yeah.
Right. So he has really shown a lot. But what Dunks is doing, because there's another guy who was thrown in. Well, he wasn't even thrown in the trades because I don't know if anybody wanted him. Right? It was always a Tyler and Jaquez and Jovic, but it was never really Dunks. Right?
No.
Dunks was never even so. Yeah. So that he's been, fun to watch, because the cool thing about the Heat is you have your defensive guys, right? But now you got a couple of other guys that are helping on defense that you maybe would have never thought, right? And that just makes it that much better. It really does. It really does.
But apparently, he may not be the only sharpshooter on the team. Jimmy Butler yesterday. Two before the first half was even done, I think. And this is him on being sick to his stomach that he messed up his 50% average he's been doing thus far.
It is. I'm sick too, so that means I got some ground to make up. But these guys, they actually believe I'm a 50% three-point shooter. So, damn, I love my teammates for that. Take them whenever you're open, which I will do. And if that's what translates to wins, then we got to take them and I got to make them.
He said kudos to them for thinking I'm a 50% shooter.
And you know what? This is Duncan after the game. Duncan says it takes a lot of pressure off of him now that Jimmy's going 50%.
It does take some pressure off, knowing that despite what I shoot from three, it'll be second to him. So it does.
It takes a lot of pressure off our boy.
If they start game planning for Jimmy shooting 50%, then somebody need to get fired, right?
For sure. And I anticipate he's probably going to average somewhere around 2 threes and just try to make one of them a game.
Right. But here's the deal. The thing that makes it important, right, is that if you leave him open and he take the 3 and he makes a couple, now you got to close out on him. And his game is in the paint.
Yeah.
So that's the pressure you put on the defense, because they'll let Jimmy, shoot that all day. It's like Giannis, right? If Giannis shoot a 3, everybody happy.
Win. Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's a win. But what if he make 5 of them? See? Yeah. So that's kind of the position, and I think that's how people are really gonna start playing him. Like, go ahead, Jimmy, shoot. And if he start making a couple, they'll be like, are we going to keep letting him shoot it? He seems to be, hot from here. Or we're going to close out and then he gonna drive and kick it to a real 3-point shooter. Which I don't want to say that sounded bad, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, yesterday, obviously we talked about it in the first segment, and it was obvious to see from everyone. Duncan is attempting to prove that he's more than just a 3-point shooter, and Jimmy Butler has some kind things to say about that after the game.
I mean, Dunk's a hooper. I think everybody they skip over a lot of his skill set and they only focus on his 3-point shooting ability. And he's actually not the best 3-point shooter on our team as we're speaking right this second. But he's been hooping, putting the ball on the floor, throwing lobs, finishing at the rim, obviously making threes, getting to the free throw line. Damn, that kid is super confident, and he'll let the world know. So kudos to him.
Hey, like everything was fine.
Yeah.
But when he said that now we can't take you serious, Jimmy. Now we can't take you serious. Now we can't, because one of the things they all do it. Yeah. Right? They all do it. They have some little smart ass comment towards one another. So yeah, it's funny though. But look, if you can do it, if you can do it, it adds, because sometimes you got to add something to your bag so you can get to what you do.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? So if everybody going to just, as soon as Jimmy get the ball, everybody going to just put a foot in the paint. Right? Yeah. Then
you make one or two of those?
Right. Exactly. Somebody said, did Tobin get arrested for stalking Jovic?
Wow. Yeah, you see that video that he had posted I'm gonna try to get it off of his Instagram. Posted one of the pregame warm-ups that he was doing. My favorite part was we constantly talk about Jovic being from Serbia. I think it's not Serbia. I'm sorry. It could be. Either way, talking about babushka and stuff. Karan Butler is there like, make it for the hood. One time for the hood. One time for the hood. And he made it. And I was like, oh, he made it for the hood.
Oh my goodness!
Still nothing on the actual court though. I'm not sure. I see a lot more.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I mean, we saw a little bit of him when he had them 11 points in like 5 minutes. I'm like, how can this not help? Right?
I mean, where the hell did it go?
But here's the problem. Here's why I don't get too worked up over it. But I still have questions. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, that what the Heat do with players and how they develop players. And we've all seen guys who have worked their way through, right?
Yep.
I can't, they know what they're doing. So even if I don't like it, I still got to respect the process, respect how they do things because it has proven to work, right? It is proven to work
over and over.
Hey, you want me to give you some feel good?
Oh, please, let's hear it, please.
Klay didn't have a good night.
Oh, did he not have a good night? How dare you, dude? A day after this guy put someone else in a headlock, suspended for 5 games, you can't even honor your boy. Do you know the stats, Leroy?
What did he have, like 5 points?
I'll tell you the stats, Leroy. 5 points, 1 of 10 shooting, 1 of 10. What do you mean? And then 1 of 6 from 3. You know who would never do that? Duncan Robinson would never do that. Anyone who's competent would. Come on, dude.
What do you think it is? Do you think he just like? I don't know if it's what like. It's hard for me to say a guy who scored 37 points in a quarter.
Nah,
like that you don't just lose that.
See, that's the Tobin thing, though. We'll always, forever, Tobin will always be like, well, I made a song for Duncan. Everyone will always be able to point, well, he did it on 2 dribbles. Well, shut up, because he can't dribble anyway. Of course he did it on 2 dribbles.
I don't know. That seems to be, a head scratcher right there.
Look, and another thing that would bother me is people would talk about how great of a defender Klay Thompson is. Klay Thompson, one of the best defenders in the league. Right now, Duncan Robinson shoots better than Klay Thompson and plays better defense, and this is why.
They don't say that.
You've avoided a lot of that stuff this year. Is there anything, you get any more respect, do you think?
No, I mean, to be honest, I think it's Discipline on my end in the past, just kind of careless, like trying so hard to get a stop, get my hands in there, just stupid stuff. So just trying to be more disciplined with, showing hands, taking it out of the rush control. Because, like you said, you said it, not me, but maybe haven't gotten the most friendly whistle in the past. So just trying to not even make it a decision on that end.
Look at that maturity, Leroy. He's showing hands, and he acknowledges his past mistakes.
Yeah, he let me tell you. Before this year, he will forever be known as the guy who get 2 fouls quicker than any human being on the court. Right?
So
He'll start the game, and with a minute and a half into the game, Duncan got to sit down. 2 fouls, 2 quick fouls. Right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. Dr. Toboggan, Duncan stopped karate chopping players on the back.
When we come back, we're going to go ahead and look at this weekend slate of games and see if we can tickle Leroy's fancy.
It's another Football Friday.
And we are ready to roll. Full weekend at heart.
He's not impossible in his life. We're just doing. Let's do this.
Leroy.
Hey,
Yes.
you better give me some good stuff too. Don't be doing the Tobin thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you some good stuff. We got a lot of games with a lot of spreads, a lot of teams on bye. And we've spoken about football, so I got a lot of extracurricular stuff I'm gonna ask you about as well.
All right.
So let's, what? How about we start with the extracurricular? We'll start with something that could be a trap game for you. This will be the worst one I give you, Leroy. I promise.
Okay.
Number 2, Michigan versus Maryland tomorrow at noon.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it until with about 3 minutes to go in the game.
Oh, why? Why is that?
Because I don't want that damn coach crying on national TV again. That's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't want to see that either.
Oh, Crowder is better. You are correct. I am not above eating pepperoni pizza at 10:30.
Oh yeah.
What?
There's never a bad time.
You don't even heat it all the way. You just heat it to warm.
Yeah, warm is good. You don't want like scorching. I don't want to go.
No. Dude, look, my wife eat the food no matter how hot it is. She over there like this.
Yeah, just playing.
I'm like that. How are you enjoying that?
Just juggling. Just juggling.
I'm hungry. I'm like playing pocket pool with a piece of pizza.
Leroy, I know you'll be busy at noon, but maybe we can switch back and forth on commercial break. Miami Hurricanes take on Louisville, number 9 Louisville.
I will say this.
Yeah.
Louisville is gettable.
Oh.
Right? Here's why.
Okay.
Because all they're going to do is try to run it down your throat.
Yeah.
They're going to play the field position game.
We got
they're going to wear you down trying to run the football. So if you can stop the run and force them to do something they don't want to do, you got a chance. But on the other side, you got to score.
That's the problem.
That's the correct.
That is the problem.
So when I say that Louisville is gettable, because I watched them play last week, and I'm telling you what.
Yeah.
For a team that was ranked at the time, I think they were 10th or 11th.
Mm-hmm.
It was a horrible game to watch. Horrible.
Yeah, they're 9th now. Frauds?
Right.
You're saying they're frauds?
9th. So, huh?
You're saying they're frauds?
I'm not saying they're frauds. I'm just saying the style of play they play isn't really conducive to a top 10 team.
I like
They're
that.
good.
Yeah.
They do what they do well, but they're gonna play. However they win or lose, they're gonna play a lot of close games just based on the style of football they play. So if you have a couple of big plays or you hold them, you can get them. A lot of teams have been close, but they just can't quite get it, right? So you're going to watch that game. You're going to watch the game and go, wow, it's halftime. The Canes are close. Everybody's been close.
Yeah, it's like, can we score in the second half, though?
Correct. Because they will wear you down.
All right, so let's get into the extracurriculars, shall we?
Ooh, I know one. You better come with it.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go to the movie theater real quick.
Okay.
The Hunger Games, Leroy, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
First of all,
let
me just say this.
Mm-hmm.
If you would have just put Hunger Games, the New Beginnings, but when you go Songs and Snakes,
oh yeah,
snakes don't sing. Damn it, I'm out.
Songbirds, snakes, they're at the bird
and the crybaby's not in it.
Who's a crybaby?
Katniss.
Oh,
I watch all them. She cried for 4 straight movies, dude. She was always crying.
That's Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, she was always crying.
Yeah, now she's doing comedy. Now
that movie is funny.
I watched it. It was.
Hey,
it was.
Especially was that her or was that a body double?
I looked
she fought 4 people naked.
That was her.
Really?
That was her. No body double.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
hilarious though. Hilarious.
Wait,
Absolutely.
the first 10 minutes of that movie.
Just honestly, really, you guys called it. It kind of dies down after that.
It dies down, but you gonna laugh so hard within the first 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Right.
it'll stick with you.
Leroy's
For sure.
take on movies is so bad. What are you talking about?
Wow, what? Come on.
You telling me Katniss didn't cry for 4 straight movies? She was always crying.
She was a sacrifice.
Right.
What about Trolls? Bands together.
Here.
But you love Trolls.
You going into the troll game?
Yeah.
I've been out of the troll game for about 7 years.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because my daughter is 15 now.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say, hey, Rebecca, you want to go see Trolls? Daddy, I'm 15.
Huh.
Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. So, yeah.
All right, last one for the movie theater. This one's different. This is a different concept. I know they did this recently where they try to make like horror movies around Christmas. I don't know, like Krampus and stuff like that.
We can stop you right there. I don't do horror movies.
Oh, okay. So you're not a fan of this Thanksgiving horror movie they have coming out?
Can I just say?
Yeah.
Why would I pay money?
Yep.
Get snacks.
Yep.
Slushy. Chocolates.
Mm-hmm.
Sour Patch watermelon. All the good stuff. To sit down and have crap scared out of me.
That's fair. It's a fair assessment.
There's a difference in a scary movie and a suspense movie. Because Silence of the Lambs is one of my favorite movies.
No, and you're right. There is a difference.
Right.
The suspense movies are usually like really good.
Right.
Like What's in the Box?
Now the one thing I did get a kick out of was the Black People Scary Movie, Get Out.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
So that I'm like, wow, look at this brother getting caught up.
Have you seen The Blackening by any chance?
No, I've been black
Hilarious.
my whole life.
No, I understand you live. Damn it, Leroy. It's a scary movie. That was like, oh, this is good. This is different. I like this.
Right.
It was funny too.
Yeah.
All right, now Leroy, if you're done with the movie theater and you have some extra time,
right,
you want to head over to the Kaseya Center.
What we got?
Mark Anthony this weekend at the Kaseya Center.
No.
Tickle your fancy?
No.
Fancy, not.
You don't want to do a little. Boop, boop, boop,
no, because there's something else I'm waiting for. There's something else I'm waiting for.
All right. The one thing that Leroy must be waiting for. Chargers Packers, 1:00 Sunday, November 19th. Leroy, does that tickle your fancy?
No, I'm out, but there's something before that. I'm going to add it to the list.
Not tickled.
I'm going to add it to the list.
All right.
Because there's 2 things that excite me about Formula One. Only 2 things. And that is when they put tracks in cities and places that you're familiar with.
Yeah.
So the fact that they do in Miami around that stadium, and cars go 180 plus miles an hour, and you can barely go 35 on a regular day, that's amazing to me. Right?
That is.
At 11:30 at night, the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
11:30 at night?
When we were down there, the last time we went, they were building the track.
Wow. So that was what, for Crawford Spence, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff has been shut down. A lot of people have been complaining because they've been building.
The whole city, all down on the strip is shut down.
Yeah.
Vegas roads are falling apart. I can see
what
it.
Time does this happen?
11:30 at night.
How do they have success? Well, I guess,
it's going to be nighttime there. They're doing it at night.
So they're trying. Okay. So are they capitalizing off of the lights, or do they want to make all their money during the day as a city of Vegas?
I don't know. It's just a really cool. It's really a cool and unique thing.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It looks great. I like the pictures that I'm seeing.
It's I got up this morning.
Yeah.
And they were testing.
Like testing doing practice runs?
Practice runs.
Nice.
And it was live.
Oh, you could like turn on, it's on TV or
It was on ESPN.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm seeing these cars. They go, oh, they're about to get up to 190. I'm like, where?
Wow.
The strip is packed.
Yeah.
So I'm like just seeing it in a place where you've been to see how it looks is that is intriguing to me. I'm definitely, my fancy is going to be tickled. Ooh, somebody said the roads are falling apart and practice got canceled.
It did. I did see that practice was canceled yesterday.
Okay. So
yeah, it said something about a busted water pipe, and that they canceled Las Vegas Grand Prix practice. That was from 9 hours ago. And apparently Steve Aoki's there, so JFig's gonna love that.
So I'm definitely gonna be into that. Just to watch it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't wait for that.
Now on the way out, we got a full slate of games. Of course, we had a good one. Well, at least it looked like it was gonna be a good one yesterday. But Joe Burrow wants to be, made of glass. But I'm gonna give you 3 games from the NFL schedule. You tell me if any of these tickle your fancy. All right?
Okay. Don't do the obvious one. Let's do others, because the obvious one's Monday night, right? That's the obvious one. Okay.
That tickles everybody's fancy.
Yes, correct.
That you, based off we've already experienced a Germany game. Do you think that could be game of the year? The Eagles Chiefs, like that one's lining up for game of the year.
Yeah, I think it's more important for the Kansas City Chiefs than it is for the Eagles. And here's why. There's more teams closer in the AFC than the NFC.
That's true, yeah.
You see what I mean?
The Eagles are
and so keep in mind that Philly already beat Detroit.
Yep.
So if they tie, they get the tiebreaker. Whereas Kansas City, I mean, there's 5 teams 6-3?
I think so, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. And then you got Baltimore, who's at 7-2 or 8-2. Is it 7-2 or
7-3? I think they're 7-3.
7-3. So
they're 8-3.
8-3. Well, because of bye week, some teams they're not all. So that in itself, it's a bigger game for Kansas City. Yeah. But they're playing in Philly.
Are they?
Yeah.
No, it says that at Kansas City.
Oh, is that Kansas City?
Yeah, it's at Kansas City.
Oh, is that Kansas City? Okay, my bad.
Yeah, that's different, right? That kind of switches things a little bit.
Not a little bit, but not much. I just think Philly's a better team.
Oh, all right.
I think Philly's a better team.
I think they're cheaters. They're both cheaters, though. Both those teams are cheaters.
Yeah.
All right. How about Steelers Browns?
Yeah,
1 p.m.
Come on, that's
gotta see what
game I gotta watch with no wagers on it or nothing. Deshaun Watson's out for the year.
Yeah.
PJ Walker was the quarterback.
It's not bad.
The last time he was out, but he ain't starting. DTR.
Oh, he's not starting. They have
the rookie from UCLA. He started a couple of games earlier, but he didn't fare well.
Yeah,
because he's a rookie.
Makes sense.
I guess they
going back to him.
They see more upside to him.
Yeah, might as well see what you got.
It's not to see what you got, dude. The Browns, everywhere else on that team is good. Yeah. So it ain't to see what you got. It's who's going to help us win.
I guess they must be seeing something in practice because I thought PJ was okay.
Yeah, except he threw it to the other team. Not as much as DTR, but he threw it to DTR does have talent. He really does. It's unfortunate that as young players, you don't necessarily get a chance to develop like you would normally do. And you don't know if you get thrown in the wrong situation, if you just get broken.
Yeah.
Right? Like Josh Rosen, just broke.
Woo.
Yeah.
Woo. Remember him?
He was here.
What about Vikings Broncos? Does that do anything for you?
It does from this aspect. Are we just gonna sit here and ignore what Josh Dobbs is doing?
Wow, that's a bit impressive, right?
Right. Right. That's hard to do, man.
He's introducing himself to people in the huddle.
He's been around the league for a while.
Fancy is tickled.
Yeah, for sure. So it's good to see him get an opportunity like this to shine.
Yep. Pretty much.
All right, final one. Raiders, Dolphins, 1 p.m. Tickle your fancy, right?
Of course.
My fancy is tickled.
I want to see the thing that I want to see from the Dolphins is the Raiders have been playing well. They do have talent on that team, but don't play with your food.
Don't
give them any hope that they have a chance. When you have a chance, shut the door. Right? That's it.
Absolutely. All right, now when we come back, we'll be with our Tua. We're going to hear from Mike McDaniel himself, a couple other players as we get ready for this matchup against the Las Vegas Raiders. Stay tuned. Leroy, join me when we come back. I got secret surprise for you when we come back.
Yeah?
Every
It's our Tua, 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 Tonga Vailoa, not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort, Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua, it's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, 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 Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa, Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Our Tua the program, ladies and gentlemen. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Took a lot out of me, though.
Well, the good news is,
yes,
after 3 days of pure misery,
I
can see the sky.
Leroy, can you give us a weather report?
I sure can. It's
brought to you by the Demesman and Dover Law Firm, your accident attorney.com. Free consultation 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
All right. I'm looking outside right now.
Yeah.
I see a plane going by. So the winds are coming out of the east.
The plane.
At 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting a little bit higher. It's been windy. So that's going to continue.
I got to ask you something.
Huh?
Last night, did you have any issues in regards to weather? Any issues?
No. I had a little drizzle, but that's it.
This morning, I woke up to caution tape towards the back of my apartment complex where a lot of the power lines are, because apparently trees must have got, I don't know, tangled or something. Yesterday's winds caused my power to go out 3 times last night.
Right.
3 different times, and I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know what this was, but it's the second time. It just like kind of, I think second time this year where like rain, not a hurricane, not a tornado, just rain.
It's more the wind.
Yeah.
You know, it's more the wind. But I would say, man, I live on the road all the way down on 136. If a tree fell on the road, none of our development would be able to get to the main, get to 84. So it gets a little tricky, but I had a lot. What I get is blinks, right? Like it'll turn off and then turn right back on, but everything has to reset.
Yeah.
So when I was doing my podcast on Tuesday in Cleveland, right? It blinked twice. Takes like 5 minutes. I gotta, so I had some of the same stuff, just not that long of a period of time, but it's from the wind, right? The rain, not so much. If it just rained, you'd be fine. But it's the wind that's blowing the trees all over the place. And it's right now, you get like calm and then it'll pick up. So you got some gusty winds out there periodically. It's partly cloudy. And if you went outside this morning, it was a little bit chilly, a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
So we got rid of that hot air. Yeah. I'm shocked to only see the wind coming from the east, because usually, let me see. It is coming from gotta be coming from the east, because I saw a plane going from left to right. But usually it turns and comes out of the north when it gets cool like that.
Oh, I got you. That's
so right. Correct. But
look at us, weatherman.
Yep, that's it. But it's gonna dry up. It's gonna be dry this weekend. So whatever you want to do, get ready for Turkey Day.
Yeah.
Go out and enjoy some of this fine weather. You're gonna have a good weekend to do it.
All right, let's get into some headlines. These headlines are brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store, Leroy? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Talked about it during the first hour. The Miami Heat pull off their 7th straight victory.
7th win. Think about it. It's been almost 2 years since we've seen one of those.
I'll tell you what. After starting 1-4, I was done. I was like, we didn't do anything. We lost out on Dame. We're the same old same. And look at us now.
But it's coming from new guys. So
yeah,
clearly, it wasn't as bad as we thought. But you can't do that with this team.
Yeah.
Have you not learned?
So you think I would know by now?
You would know by now.
Yeah.
Right? We talk about a team. We talk about a team that what 11-30. What? 11-30.
Yep.
One,
Followed by
and then 31-11. Right?
Yes.
Like, so we've seen it all here, and you would think, they should be more patient. Oh my goodness! Please tell me that's not true.
What happened?
Browns are bringing in Flacco for a workout. He's lying. Dave South, you mess with my emotions right now.
ESPN sources. Browns to bring in vets QB Joe Flacco for workouts. NFL.com reporting it. CBS Sports reporting it. Ian Rappaport.
Can I just say this?
Yeah.
Don't
Check
warn
this.
them.
No, come on.
Nope.
Come on. He can't be that bad.
Really?
He's
Here,
one sack away.
One of the things that your 3 quarterbacks have is mobility.
Okay.
You gonna then bring a quarterback in there that's a statue?
Yeah. Yeah. His career stats 42,000 yards. You can't sleep on that, Leroy. 232 touchdowns, 127 picks.
He won a Super Bowl. Okay.
He got lucky.
No, he didn't get lucky. That defense. That was the defense. Was
that
no, that wasn't the year. Was that no, that was after that.
Yeah, Trent Dilfer was 2000 and
right.
But this had a good defense too. Also led by Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Terrell Suggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Saragusa.
No, that was the 2001 team. By then, Saragusa was on the sidelines.
Oh, really? Okay.
I only know Saragusa as a sideline guy. I don't even remember seeing him play football.
Yeah. Well, you can't see him do nothing right now. Tip your foot.
Oh.
No longer with us.
God bless him.
Yep. So yeah, like I don't.
Come on, he doesn't tickle your fancy. Joe Flacco doesn't tickle.
No.
I mean, you don't think he's better than DTR or
No, because how long is it gonna take him to catch up? So you might as well get one of them guys the experience, or try to get them in form.
See, but didn't you just say though that this isn't a wait and see or see what you got?
It's not, but okay, Marcos.
Yeah.
You can't bring a guy in on Tuesday and expect him to just be up to speed. I get it, Josh Dobbs. That's an anomaly. That's an anomaly, and he can move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, did he.
Yes.
Yeah, he used every bit of that mobility.
Right. So no. How long did it take him? 3 or 4 weeks? How many games you gonna win? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. So maybe you bring him in and let him like learn for 2 weeks.
No. I don't want Flacco, Matt Ryan Fitzpatrick. No. Cam Newton. No. If somebody should happen, if you sign the guy off somebody's practice squad, I'll listen. At least the guy been playing damn football.
What about RG3? RG3 has been campaigning.
No.
Come on. Dating back to 2013, RG3's teams are 7-20 in his last 27 starts.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah. Getting back to the Heat, do you know the Miami Heat are on a horrendous schedule right about now?
Yeah, they're back on the road.
Man, I saw this in the next 8 days. They have 5 games, including Thanksgiving, which basketball is not on Thanksgiving, so I'm not even going to count that day. That doesn't even count. 7 days, 5 games. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Right.
They want us.
We have all of our teams playing on Black Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, we do, and they're all road games, if I'm not mistaken.
Canes on the road.
Yep.
Dolphins are on the road.
I believe the Heat are on the road.
Are still on the West Coast. I know the Heat are on the road.
Yeah, Panthers, by the way, played last night against the Kings. They lost 2-1. They got another one against the Ducks tonight at about 10 p.m. And yeah, Friday, Friday, November 24th. That's the day after Thanksgiving, right? No? Yes.
24th. 24th is the day after Thanksgiving.
Gotcha. So no, Winnipeg is actually at the Panthers on that day.
Okay, so that's the only home team.
Yeah.
And you notice. Thanksgiving till January.
Yep.
All the Canadian teams come down here.
Absolutely.
You know why?
They're staying at your house.
No, all the Canadians will be down. So they always have all the Canadian teams come down during the winter.
Yeah, NHL is smart. They want to make that money.
Yeah.
You know the vibes. But look, they're gonna have to the Canadians are gonna have to enjoy leaving with an L because the Panthers have been pretty good this season, man.
They have been. Listen, the thing that I like about all the teams this year,
yeah,
everybody got off to a fast start.
Absolutely.
You ain't digging yourself out of a hole, hopefully the Heat can continue it, but you're not digging yourself in a hole saying wait till after Christmas, right?
Yeah, for sure. You know, they got something interesting going on today, actually, though, Leroy. I'm not sure if you know this. The Miami Hurricanes basketball team, 3-0, undefeated.
Yep.
They are the number 12th ranked team in the nation, and they are
still ranked above below FAU?
Oh, you know what? What is FAU's ranking?
They were 10th when it started.
FAU basketball ranking, because Lord knows that football ain't doing well. Let's go Owls. Sorry. Didn't mean to disrespect. Why is this a lot harder than I need it to be? I don't even have them here. What? Like, no disrespect, Google. But if I put FAU basketball ranking, I'm not looking for the women's team. You know, I would have written that. If I wanted that, I would have written that.
Yep, they're ranked 10th. So you got two Final Four teams ranked 10th and 11th.
Look at that. They're actually, I think they're in the Bahamas today, if I'm not mistaken.
FAU?
No, the Miami Hurricanes.
Oh, they play
Georgia Bulldogs, but I think they're in the Bahamas. I think I overheard Danny Rabinowitz talk about that.
The way that football is playing, they could lend their basketball team some points.
Sheesh. I'll tell you what. Not before you told me that this team, Louisville, that the Canes football team is facing this Saturday. Not until you told me that they were gettable. I had no hope. TVD starting. I had no hope. But you know what? Now that you mentioned,
here's the thing. They play like a ball control game.
Yeah.
Right. They're gonna run the ball, play action, move the ball methodically down the field, punt it to you, play sound defense, and just go back and forth till the field and take advantage of the opportunities they get. Right. If you jump on them, you take them out of their comfort zone. They got to play a different style game. Right. But the one thing you can't do is give them a short field. So turnovers are going to be so important in this game just based on how they play. Ball control. That's what they do. So time of possession is just ridiculous.
Boo.
So if you put them in a situation where they got to pick up that pace, that puts you in gives you a favorable opportunity. If you let them methodically move the ball down the field and go 4 yards, 3 yards, first down, and just keep going down the field, then you don't really have a chance because they do that well.
Well, look, you know what we do well? Trivia, baby!
Oh.
That is my surprise to you, Leroy. We have trivia.
What kind of trivia?
This is going to be Thanksgiving football trivia.
Oh, yeah.
And
all right, I'm the best at that.
We'll see, dude. We're going to put your knowledge to the test right when we come back. Stay tuned right here on 560 WQAM. All righty, welcome back to the Tobin Leroy show. Tobin out. I don't think we mentioned this today. We kind of just kept on wraps, just kept moving. We kind of kept moving, but it's been pretty, obvious to those in the chat who keep chiming in saying, "Hey, where's Chubby?" He's not in. He's got something going on. He's handling some business now. So you got Leroy, you got Marcos.
You know what it's called, people? Life.
Life. This guy works hard. He's always boots on the ground or doing something that
I told you it sucks because I think me and Tobin work more days than anybody.
No,
and
for sure.
when we have to do life stuff,
yep.
You know what I mean? Everybody gets thrown for a loop. But if we took the normal vacation days, you'd be like, those guys never work because you're so used to seeing us every damn day.
Yeah, so I've gone ahead and taken the liberty of taking some days off for you guys because
you think we pass it out days off like Odyssey points.
Yeah. All right, Leroy, you ready to get into some Thanksgiving football trivia?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah. But sometimes your trivia is a little,
it's a little questionable sometimes.
Yes.
But this time I'm coming with some real facts and knowledge.
Okay.
It's too early for JFig to join the show, so you won't necessarily be competing against anyone. But you know what? I'll take her answers in the chat if she's available. How about that? We can compete in the chat.
Okay.
All right. Question number 1.
Yep.
These would be multiple choice, by the way.
Okay.
Classic NFL Thanksgiving games were started in 1920. All right.
Ready? The Detroit Lions and Packers. No, Detroit Lions and Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, the Detroit Lions have hosted Thanksgiving games since 1934, and the Dallas Cowboys have had the tradition since 1966. But in what year was a third game added? All right.
Wait.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
2001?
No.
Was it 2011?
No.
Or was it 2006?
2011.
All right, your choice is 2011. Let me check the chat. JFig, what you got? JFig says 2006. So again, the question for those who may be listening, in what year was the third game added?
Well, because you have to understand, JFig, I don't think NFL Network was around in 2006. So it originally started, they put that game on NFL Network.
The third game?
The third game, right.
Oh, nice. So, I didn't know that.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't have a third game until, so if you find out when NFL Network started, then you have a better idea.
Well, I'll tell you what, sometimes knowing less works. 2006 is the correct answer.
When was NFL Network's first year?
Let me see. NFL Network's first year was in 2003.
Okay. So
look at that.
Listen, my reasoning was right.
Yep.
My reasoning was right. It was just off because that last game started being on NFL Network.
There you go. So far, JFig coming out to a commanding 1-0 lead, Leroy. Commanding. All right. Now, this one, I can understand if you don't get this right. Because it's a Simpsons-related question, right?
Simpsons?
In the Simpsons episode, Bart versus Thanksgiving, what football team is Homer cheering for? Is it the Detroit Lions? Is it the Dallas Cowboys? Or was it the Miami Dolphins? Leroy, what's your answer?
I have no idea.
Yeah, right.
But I'm going to guess because it's the Simpsons.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the Detroit Lions because there got to be misery in it.
Fair assessment. JFig's response was Spider Pig, duh. And I don't think that was one of the options. She picked A, which is also the Detroit Lions. The correct answer in the Simpsons episode, Bart versus Thanksgiving, what football team is Homer cheering for? Dallas Cowboys.
Really?
Both you guys got that one wrong.
Yeah. This is Marco's trivia.
No. Okay, look that. We'll move away from those. All right. Let's get into some Miami Dolphins stuff, right?
Oh, I remember that. Wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the game.
All right.
It was Dallas Cowboys versus Miami Dolphins. It was snowing, and Keith Byers went for 80 yards in the snow.
Hey, and what was the final score? You remember?
No.
14.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
I know what it was. Was
What?
that the fumble game where Leon Lett they went to kick a field goal and Leon Lett grabbed the ball and the Dolphins got it back?
I don't think that was 73. I think that was like a little bit after because I feel like Marino was in that, wasn't he?
Oh, so you talking about 1973? They played
Yeah,
back
that
then? Oh no,
that
I
was the
didn't know.
first one.
No, I was talking about the
Oh, yeah,
most
you were
recent
pretty close though.
When I said Keith Byers.
Yeah, Keith Byers, it should have been my indication that you were talking about a different team, but everything else that you said was correct, essentially. It was Dolphins Cowboys in 1973. Dolphins won 14-7. So clearly they've had a history with the Thanksgiving game, but this question is, the Miami Dolphins are not involved in any Thanksgiving Day games this year. How many seasons has it been since the Dolphins have played on Thanksgiving? Is the answer 10, 15, or 12?
15 is 2008.
Yep. How many years
I'm gonna go
since the Finns played on Thanksgiving?
Wow. I'm gonna go 12 years because I want to say it's longer, but the game I remember is longer than 15 years.
Gotcha. So JFig goes for 15, and you're going 12.
Yeah.
How many years since the Finns played on Thanksgiving? The correct answer is 12 seasons, Leroy. You have come back. You have come back. It is now tied 1-1. You guys ready for all the marbles?
Yep.
I gotta wait for JFig's chat response. You may not be ready for all the marbles. Okay. Now, name the only team to not play football on Thanksgiving ever.
Wow. Give me choices. Can I guess the choices that they might have?
No, I'm gonna give you some choices because I wanna confuse you. That's why.
You won't be able to confuse me.
All right. How about
you gonna say Carolina?
Damn it.
You're gonna say Seattle?
No. Okay. All right, ready?
Go.
Tampa Bay.
Uh-huh.
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Uh-huh.
Or the Houston Texans. Which team has not played NFL football on Thanksgiving?
Now, I'm going to throw Houston out of it because for some reason, Houston and Dallas probably was a thing at some point.
Huh. Makes sense. With Tampa.
Tampa, they've been around too long to miss every and Tampa and Detroit used to be in the same division.
Oh, so you think that's where they could have got?
Oh, they could have played. I'm going Jacksonville.
All right. Leroy picks Jacksonville. JFig has Tampa. The correct answer for who has never played NFL football on Thanksgiving Day is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, you see how I broke it down for you?
Yeah, reasoning. I like JFig though. She kind of fires off the hip. I like it.
Tampa.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
No, you got to do your reasoning. You got to do reasoning. You see, you can fight with reasoning.
I would have never known that whole Tampa Detroit division thing. Though.
Yeah,
there's no one who would have known that one.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
but these are the
yeah, because let's see, Tampa. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure. Tampa used to be in the AFC and then moved to the NFC.
Wow.
No, let me take that back. Because when I was in Minnesota, we played Tampa twice.
Well, Tampa, Cincinnati, Carolina, and Houston have played only one game.
Right.
So Jacksonville Jaguars, the only one who have not played any.
Yep. See that?
Look at that. You did your thing. I give you credit. You came back.
I'm a sports guy. I love that stuff. You know, when you go to the little restaurant, like you go to Chili's or whatever, and they give you the little thing and they give you the trivia, or you go to like BW3s, not BW3s, it's called Buffalo Wild Wings now, because that's a different place. But you go to Buffalo.
It's called BW3s?
No, BW3 is a different place.
Oh, okay.
Right, but like
a feature potato pie. Jeez.
oh no.
Crazy with that.
Zero. Because I put that crap outside. Zero. So I'm trying to think. We used to play Tampa twice because they were in our division. It used to be us, Green Bay. It used to be Green Bay, Minnesota, Tampa, Detroit.
Wow.
We were in
such a weird.
Yeah.
Tampa
right?
was
well,
definitely.
Think in mind. Wait, are you ready for this one? It used to be New Orleans, Atlanta, San Francisco. Used to be in the same division. So it all got jumbled up when you added teams and teams moved. Seattle used to be an AFC team. Now they're an NFC team.
Yeah, whatever it's set to now makes the most sense, definitely.
Right. So from that standpoint, it was there's a lot of teams that switched and moved around, and now they do different divisions now. So, you got the AFC North, and I kind of like the way they do it now, because if you want a solid fan base, you need to make it regional, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I like the fact that, New York has a team because all the New Yorkers down here, right? You got the Dolphins, you got New England, and then Buffalo, that's basically all the way up to the East Coast. So it's, I think the one division that hasn't really changed that much is the one that the Giants, the Eagles, the Redskins, and the Cowboys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that one's been competitive too. Every year, it's kind of like the Eagles have taken command of it, but
it was for I mean, what did it say, for like 6 or 7 years? Nobody won back-to-back. Nobody won back-to-back league. Chicago was in my division, in the NFC North. So it was Chicago, Tampa, Detroit, the Vikings, and Green Bay.
When we come back, we're going to hear from the kings of the AFC East. We're going to hear from Tyreek Hill, Vic Fangio, a couple other members of the Dolphins as we get ready for this weekend's matchup against the Vegas Raiders. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back. 560 WQAM.
WQAM, broadcasting live from the Ed Moore
Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show. Leroy, I played that for you.
Hey.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take you back to yesterday.
Oh, okay.
When JFig sent us a ridiculous picture.
Whoa, hold on. I was set up.
Of you eating a salad.
I was set up.
At the potluck.
Yeah. I was set up, dude. I was set up.
But wait, that's why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah.
What are you eating right now?
Oh, ice.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna tell you why, man. I bit my tongue, right? And
trying to eat that salad?
No.
It didn't. Hey, lettuce doesn't provide enough resistance, so you bit right through it and bit your tongue.
I was like, something feels weird about this. Yeah, I bit my tongue, and like, you know, when you do something like that, you just keep hitting that same spot.
Oh yeah,
man. So
I
I'm
do
like,
it chewing gum sometimes when you bite your
cheek,
your tongue or your cheek. Yeah,
yeah, and it just keeps hitting the same spot. But let me tell you why I was set up with that salad. I was set up. First of all, you know, they always have the potlucks or any sort of events while our show is going on. So, you know, what am I supposed to do? Most of the good stuff is gone by the time I get down there. I'm not like JFig, who can take 22 trips down there. Unless you did give me macaroni. That was pretty good. Really, really good macaroni that one time. But, you know, what am I supposed to do? All right. All that's left at that point was Mark Hockman's Wrap Snacks, which was Lil Baby's.
I'm going to tell you what was left.
Yeah.
The undesirables.
Exactly. You got the undesirables. You got salad. And then you got Crowder brought 15 pounds of stone crab. But I'm not eating that crap. I don't want that.
Right. That's right.
So essentially I was stuck with salad, huge thick pieces of turkey, but like, you know, I'm grateful for the turkey, but you know the difference, Leroy. You know the difference when something was made with love and when something was brought to a company potluck, you know.
Oh yeah.
So I was enjoying my salad because it was all I had.
And here's the kicker. JFig didn't have those issues because she kept going down, getting the good stuff.
She had everything fresh. It was
Yep.
good. Yeah, she almost missed out on the macaroni, though. I was grateful that she brought me some. She said she came up for a segment. The macaroni had just arrived. She came back down. It was only enough for one scoop for me, one scoop for her.
Oh.
Tobin didn't have any. So
he didn't eat at all?
He didn't eat at all. He was just
I'm not a big fan of, like, if I'm there for the beginning of it,
yeah,
then good. But I ain't going to get, you know what I mean, while everybody talk about what delicious meal they had and then I look in their salad.
Yeah.
You know?
I know who was upset though. DJ Zog actually bought some sushi, a nice platter of sushi. And the year before he bought a cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory, and you know, he's trying to, like, you know, really put everybody on a good vibe, good quality stuff.
Nobody ate the sushi?
Now the problem was then Crowder shows up with the stone crab right after.
Nobody gave a damn about that sushi.
Sushi and stone crab over here. But one man that I wish was at the potluck, Tyreek Hill. But, you know, he was a little bit busy, not only with a bye week. He finally confirmed what we were all wondering. And it's not about his hamstring or his health or whether or not he's going to reach 2,000 yards. He finally confirmed he got married.
Tyreek, you got married?
Huh?
You got married?
Nah, man, I ain't get married, bro. Nah, I did. I did get married to my longtime fiance. It was about time, man. You feel me? So something that we wanted to do over the bye week, and we did it. We went through with it. Well, I finally went through with it. So
how does it feel to be a married man then?
it feels good, man. I feel like everything that's been happening to me, man, it's been for good reason. I've been locked in at a different rate, man. Disciplined with just my whole entire life, the way I just approach everything, and I definitely eliminated a bunch of things. So that's probably why I'm having some of the success that I'm having this year. So
look at that. He's more mature now, Leroy.
Well, I mean, he was gonna be with her one way or another. They got what, 5 kids?
Yeah, they've been
yeah, they've been together forever.
Yeah.
You know what
like
I
how
mean?
you answered at first, you know, real player answers that way. What, man? What you talking about? He's like, I got married. What you talking about?
Hey,
exposing me, dog.
You the only one holding out, player.
I'm just making sure my
You
my
better
email
not, be
change-
careful. Be careful.
Yeah.
Making sure what?
My emails, you got to change your email subscription to give you another 3 months. I've been changing my emails for the past 15 years. I'm using my free subscription. We scheduled for next December though. I love you, baby. Love you, baby.
Next December?
Yeah, next December. Yeah,
Damn,
you know what?
plans their wedding a year and a half out.
It was supposed to be this December, but you know how women are, man. They want to
Whoa.
They want to look their best. So she wants more time to look her best. So I was like, all right, no problem.
Yeah. Man, let me tell you, when I got married,
yeah,
I was gonna plan this whole thing out. Right? We sat down for like 2 hours.
Yep.
We figured out, who was coming from Canada, who was coming from New Orleans, who was coming from Texas, right? And then looked at the bill before even the wedding, the venue, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I say, you want to get married on Tuesday? Because like at that point, like you starting a family or whatever, right? And I'm thinking, before I even buy food, drink, a venue, church, or anything, I was out of pocket like 60 grand. So I was like, you know what we could do with this?
Yeah.
She said, yeah, let's go build a life together. And we was like, hey, y'all, we got married. That was it. You know what I'm saying? I don't regret it because I didn't want the headache. I wanted to enjoy the moment, and I didn't want the headache that was coming. And when it's different if you live where you grew up.
Yeah.
Right? But when you move to a different city and then Katrina got my family all over the country,
yep,
people that I wanted to be there, right? I was like, can't do it.
Well, look, I'm good. I won't be spending too much because I'm gonna be doing it in your backyard, Leroy. Thank you. We will be at Leroy's.
Wait. Hey, we did that.
Oh,
we
really?
did that with my wife, my sister-in-law.
Oh, wow. So it's
She
already
got
been
married in
done.
our backyard and
Already been broken into. We perfect.
wait, that's worse because listen, my wife is, she's friendly, but she's kind of shy in certain moments, right? And they asked her to be the
maid of honor.
No.
Oh.
They asked her to marry them.
Oh, so you gotta read a
she's-
speech.
No. She was the what do they call it? She was the person that married them because she's a notary.
Oh, okay.
So she could do it, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, hold up, you gonna do this? And boy, she did it, but that's not her thing.
Well, tell her to
Officiant. There it is. Officiant.
Start warming up. She's got a big spoon. Tell her she's got a year. We're gonna be right there, right?
We gonna keep it in. You gonna keep it in house?
Yeah, it's
in house.
Yeah, whatever I can do to save. If you got a couple extra chairs, everyone bring your own chair. I'm thinking.
Hey, dude, it ain't even. You know what? By the time you start discussing prices, you ain't gonna give a damn about chairs. First of all,
you're right.
I've met a lot of people in your family.
Yeah, a lot of
people. The bill just from the drink.
Yeah.
Let's not. I don't know what you're doing for food, but just the drink.
Well, don't worry. We're gonna make sure that we do it right after the Heat game, so we use my code.
So if it's scheduled for December 10th and they don't win on the night,
we
gotta wait.
Are we back after this?
Time to
Reinhardt makes a move, gives to Barkov, right circle, cuts in a shot, and a blocker save is made by Talbot. Down behind the net for Hagee, into the slot, a shot, they score, and it's Sam Reinhart, top corner, and the Panthers are on the board with 8:15 to play here in the third.
I cannot help but think of the Starfish every single time I hear this song.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Every time we play that song, the starfish should be dancing on our screen.
Yeah, we need that. We need that for sure, because I literally cannot think of anything else.
I'm telling you, we should get that to the Panthers.
We have to.
We have to.
But look, we already have the plan set up. JFig's going to wear the starfish suit underneath her clothing. Someone's going to carry the pump separately.
It's going to look like the James Harden fat suit.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be fine. It'll be perfect. Look, if they can sneak a traffic cone in there, we can do this. All right, we can get this done. But
the traffic cone in there was already there.
He said he brought it in his jeans. I think that's what he said. I may be paraphrasing, more or less.
Dude, you know how big a traffic cone is?
It's huge. It's huge. But let's get into some cat talk, shall we, Leroy?
Let me know.
Oh, you don't have anything on you? I actually had to pick one up too. I gotta be honest, I didn't have one on me right before it started. But it's okay, man. This is for us. This is for us.
This is for us.
Cat talk. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your Florida Panthers. Oh, that looks like that Mandarin icicle.
Yes, this is the orange pop, whatever it's called.
You know what it tastes like?
Yeah,
it tastes like those orange sickles, where it doesn't taste like orange, like creamsicle, the orange creamsicle. Yeah,
just a hint of orange. I don't usually like fruit with my sweets, but it's good.
What?
Like if I have a chocolate covered strawberry, I'm gonna eat the chocolate separately, and then I'm gonna eat the strawberry. I don't know. It's just weird like that.
I'm not a fan of that either. Or like the apples.
Yeah. Oh,
how does that apple survive that long?
Yeah, that's strange. That is strange.
Right?
You know why? Because it's just like compressed.
Or if they put the candy apples, that used to be a big Halloween thing before everybody went crazy, right? Yeah. But it used to rip all your teeth out.
Yeah, for sure. Also, the whole bobbing for apples thing, strange. Very strange.
Oh, Robbie had to do that. That was on the dartboard to do.
Actually, yeah, I do remember that. I was going to keep that one off the dartboard.
Wait, he goes, it's cold. But because of what you don't realize, here's what you don't realize. First of all, the water is freezing.
I didn't know.
Because you put ice in there. The water's cold.
Huh.
But apples are slick.
Oh,
so you in there trying to push it up against the side. Meanwhile, your head is freezing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Losing oxygen.
Right, but it was hilarious.
Yeah.
So we did that. I think the worst thing we ever did was Beast had to get in a tub and we did margarita.
Yeah, the margarita. Anything involving Beast and alcohol in the same, like just
But we took them big blue things.
Yeah,
right.
Like
we basically we got we emptied one of the big blue bins, like the garbage can.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. Yeah. So
Gross.
that was yeah. So he did that. That was disgusting. It looked disgusting.
Well, let's get some cat talk in. The Panthers yesterday dropped one to the Los Angeles Kings. They now are 10-5-1, which, isn't necessarily bad when you give yourself this kind of boost.
Here's why it's so much better.
Yeah.
It's so much better because they spent half the year last year playing catch up.
Yeah.
And now for them, the Heat, right? It's almost like they can just relax and play and get better instead of every game having to mean if we don't win this, we out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's not as crucial. I think I remember for the Heat at some point, we were waiting for them to reach 500 towards the end of the season. It was like, first time we reached 500.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, the Panthers, the same situation, but it looks
it
like
was worse for the Heat because remember, they lost the first game of the play-in.
Yeah, it was scary. I mean, the Panthers were cutting it close too. I think the Panthers were in the same situation, but I think they took care of business a little bit earlier. But
Right.
it was looking pretty risky towards the end of the year, and I think they had a similar offseason in which I know more of the pieces that left the Panthers than I do ones that joined the Panthers. But
Right.
whatever additions they've made and whatever subtractions were lost, it seems that they've found the right recipe. And I don't feel like they're too. I felt like last year we were very dependent on Kachuk
Right.
and how he went, the team went, kind of thing. And it
Well,
doesn't seem.
now it's like he's gotten off to a slow start, and it's been Reinhardt.
Yeah, for sure. Reinhardt's picked up a lot of the slack. Bob's been playing well. And, overall, that's just led to a better start to the season. And I know this year, at this point during last season, I know we were all questioning, like, is Paul Maurice the guy? Now we're second in the Atlantic Division. And we feel confident that he's a guy. He knows. You kind of said it last time, too. He kind of remains even keel. I know Tobin says he gets crazy during the games, but he never gets.
But he's very calm after a game, man. It's like, wow. I want to, you know what I wanted to ask you?
Yeah.
Well, I'll ask you on the next break.
All right,
Something happened in football.
Oh, football.
That like, I don't necessarily care about because it's really not that important.
All right.
But anytime the people that can point the finger have the finger pointed at them, I always wonder how people feel about that.
All right, well, we'll get right into that. So we got 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored coming up. Good opportunity for us to get look at us, Leroy. We're on the clock. We're professionals.
That was an accident, dude.
Professionals. Back after this.
It's of Game Day Uncensored.
Let's go! Sponsored by South Florida Lexus Dealers. Experienced amazing.
Welcome back to the Leroy Show. Leroy and Marcos holding things down here today. So far, so good. So far, so good. No crazy mishaps. Board hasn't crashed.
No.
We're settling into the new studio, everyone. We're settling in nicely.
Yeah.
Now, Leroy, we got a big game this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But, it wouldn't be the Miami Dolphins if we didn't keep things lighthearted. We saw Tua got a new hairstyle. Tyreek Hill. Actually, Tyreek Hill, he got married, but it doesn't seem to be going all well necessarily in his love life, if you will. And I don't mean love as in partner. I mean like teammate. The love you may have for a teammate. Apparently, Jalen Waddle keeps standing him up for lunch, and Tyreek Hill is hurt.
What did Waddle get you as a wedding gift?
He hasn't gotten me anything yet. He's been promising me brunch like ever since the beginning of training camp. I showed up to this place, and he stood me up twice. So I've been. It's really like it really sucks because I really be looking forward to spending time with Waddle on off days, but he just doesn't see it the same way as me. So
wow,
yeah, he's hurt.
Pain, dude, pain.
He is hurt.
Now, of course, it wouldn't be Tyreek if he was having a good time with his teammates. Leroy, were you ever assigned to be someone on the scout team? They were going against a running back, and they're like, Leroy, we need you to be.
We all do. Everybody has to run a scout team. Because keep in mind, it's not like college.
Yeah.
In college, you have a whole bunch of walk-ons. All they do is, young guys, especially you got 130 guys out there.
Yeah.
During football, you got 53 guys. And of those 53 guys, you got a kicker, a holder, and a long snapper, 2 quarterbacks. So you're limited. So everybody got to run a scout team. And so let's see. Yeah, the worst is Barry Sanders. When you got to play Detroit because you got to run around.
Oh, yeah.
And then defense get mad when you shake them a little bit.
Okay, come on. I'm just doing my job.
Yeah. So, but then here's the worst thing that sucks about, because, I've told the story about how there's certain guys on the team that are annoying.
Yeah.
Right. And it has to do with how they play. John Randall was 100 miles an hour every day, all day, pads, no pads, game day, practice, preseason, and it's a pain in the ass, right? It was. We used to go at it every day because you run scout team, and then he'd be a million miles an hour, right? And I'm like, come on, Johnny. You do realize I'm not really Barry Sanders, right?
Oh, okay.
So we used to get into it all the time. But that's just the nature of it. Everybody had to do scout team. Everybody, believe it or not, if you have 50 or 60 guys in the room on the team at a time, 50 of them are in the special teams meeting.
Oh, wow.
So
that's
everybody,
sure.
Right. Everybody knows, everybody got to do special teams. You're on a second team or something because
Gotcha.
you don't have that many guys.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, you're going to need opportunities. I know they have different packages and stuff, so it makes sense. They even had Tyreek Hill. We're going against DaVante Adams this week. So they had Tyreek Hill doing he was DaVante Adams in practice.
Well,
and apparently he must have been
tough.
That is tough.
Because DaVante was 6'3"?
Yeah, for sure. But don't let that stop Tyreek from somehow taking W's from practice. He said that he made Xavien Howard fall, and you're never gonna hear the end of that when Tyreek makes you fall.
Oh yeah, so today I was actually a part of the scout team a lot today, and I was DaVante Adams, so I had a chance to run some DaVante Adams like routes. I was able to make Xavien Howard fall a few times, so that was fun. So and then when he fell, I was able to go over to him and then explain to him why he fell, because
Hey, I'm hold up. I'm more than sure that Xavien Howard don't want to hear right after you made him fall. why he fell.
This is why. Let me tell you why you just fell right now. I'm fast.
You're not.
Mhm. Yeah, with someone a little bit
Oh,
more.
you said
serious.
DaVante Adams listed at 6'1". He looks taller than that, doesn't he?
He does look taller than that. I thought he was like
He
6'3",
does.
something like that.
Yeah, I did too.
You
But
can't
that
trust
might,
those lists, though.
huh?
Can't trust those lists. They got Kyler Murray at like 5'11".
Yeah, that's with his hair fully combed out. Right.
Yeah, someone we also heard from was a little bit more serious than Tyreek Hill. You know, the old don't like games. Vic Fangio. One of the things that you and a lot of other people mentioned in regards to Hard Knocks coming to town is how much of a distraction that it could be. Fangs actually gave his opinion on whether or not Hard Knocks has bothered him. This is what the coach had to say.
You know, I haven't had any effect on me yet. They haven't inconvenienced me or been in my meetings yet, so it really hasn't done anything for me yet. I'm sure it will at some time.
He said, "I'm sure it will at some point," but so far so good, Leroy. So far so good. You know.
Yeah.
Are you excited to watch the first episode
No.
of Hard Knocks? Not even a little.
How long has Hard Knocks been out?
I think like 20 years.
I've not watched 1 second of it.
Not 1 second, but it's funny.
No, dude. No. Because I know how vultures work, right? Vultures, they looking for any reason if you don't have success. And so I would just rather eliminate all of the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Because you remember, I've told Tobin this. Remember when who was it? It was the Giants. They were in the playoffs and they had a bye week, and all the wide receivers came down south.
Oh yeah, they were on the boat.
They were on the boat, and then they went back up and played, and everybody was complaining about they took their days off and went on a boat. That's why they lost, because they wasn't focused. Right? It's the dumbest thing in the world.
They weren't
Right?
focused.
Really? Okay.
What do they want them to do though? Like just
Right.
you need to be
You want
watching.
to hear my experience on
Yeah.
bye week?
Yeah, what do you do?
So we were the number one seed.
Yep.
We had a bye week. So we got like 4 days off. We got from Thursday, we had to be back on Monday, right? Or Tuesday. We come down to Miami, right?
Yeah.
We golfing, we go out, we do all kinds of stuff, have a good time, right? When we get ready to come back, there's a snowstorm up north. We can't take our flight. So we're stuck in Miami.
No.
So we're like, all right, let's go get something to eat. So we go get something to eat. I go golfing or whatever, right? We go golfing. It was January 1st.
Yeah.
I remember.
Oh, wow.
I was golfing at Eagle Trace, number 7. Got a hole in one.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that Tuesday, the owner was going to fly his personal plane to come get us. It was like 6 of us.
Yeah.
Right? But we got back on our flight and got back. We missed 1 day of practice. That week, I had 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown. After the game, they asked me, when was the last time you had 3 touchdowns a game? I say, high school, but I didn't even worry about that. Monday, I had a hole in one.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
So
It's on the wrong
with
day.
the same, situation, had we lost, they would have put that twist on it.
Yeah, of course.
As a player, I just avoid, I don't want, like, if I can avoid it, and I'm not saying guys can't go on vacation and stuff, but if I can avoid the distraction of having to hear that nonsense, I will. That's what Hard Knocks is. If they have any failure, some dumbass reporter or somebody writing about the team is going to put it on Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Whether it's true or not, I just would rather avoid it.
No, that's fair. And look, I'm glad it hasn't bothered Coach yet, but something that is bothering him, and you tell me if you agree, he seems to be a little concerned with the workload of Zach Sealer and Christian Wilkins.
Yeah, at times there is. a lot of it depends upon the flow of the game. We don't have a lot of D linemen on the active roster in comparison to other teams. So they're capable. They've done it in the past, and they've done it this year so far of being able to log a lot of plays.
Is that something you need? Like you were mentioning earlier, the offensive line is a unit that needs to be the most cohesive. The defensive line, is that something you need a lot of depth in?
What you need on the defensive line is freshness, right?
Oh, yeah.
You have to understand that being in a 3-4, so now you have 4 linebackers, right? Those interior guys between Sealer and Wilkins, they're getting double teamed a lot more.
Yeah,
right.
Sure.
And so it weighs on you. You talk about doing that and then having to stop the run and do all this stuff. It wears you down. And in normal cases, when you look at other teams, I don't care how good the D line is, they're rotating.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, it could be a concern. If is it going to catch up to them? Or you going to have a situation where you're in a pivotal part of the game and you didn't give your guys the appropriate rest and they're exhausted and get ran all over.
Yeah.
It could play a role, but I mean, he said they normally have been doing it, but that's not why you give them the break. You give them the break so they can do it all the time.
For sure. You're trying to be preventative, not reactive.
Right. Exactly.
Well, in regards to the defensive line play, Vic Fangio says, like a lot of the old, he has no time for pass rush analytics.
You mentioned the stats, the sacks maybe not coming at first for Bradley. I know there's like deeper metrics and analytics that say that he's always applying pressure. Is that something that you subscribe to? Do you look at those deeper analytics when you're kind of judging the defense or not?
No, I don't look at the analytics part of it. I watch the tape, and I know if our pass rush is good enough or not.
Look at that. What do you trust?
I mean, isn't that – wait. You want a coach evaluating his players, not the numbers?
Yeah. No, I feel the same way. I kind of do the same thing with my baby. I'm not gonna lie to you. If it was up to my fiance, she's like, he coughed, let's go to the doctor. And I'm like, let's just look at him. Does he look like he's okay? He looks like he's okay. Obviously, there's times.
Let me ask you a question, dumbass.
Yeah.
How many years of medical school you going to?
Well, first of all, I'm a part-time chiropractor. Let's not forget that. So
wait. And how many kids have you had?
Well, I've seen a couple television shows. It's my first one.
Hey,
but
the Cosby Show don't count, dude. That's not real.
You just look at the eye test. You got to give your kids the eye test sometimes,
Dude, I feel sorry.
How does he look? It's fine. He's really
just going to kick your ass out.
He's smiling.
He's smiling.
Look, one thing right here brought up in the chat by RVA Ritchie. We didn't mention it all day. Robbie Chosen has been let go by the Dolphins.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. I guess Chase Claypool, and River Craycraft coming back kind of solidified. I guess we don't need them.
It was a crowded room.
Yeah, it was a crowded room. Probably.
And keep in mind, one of the reasons why they had him early because a lot of guys were banged up.
Yeah, and he was able to take advantage. I think him and Mike White hooked up for a long touchdown. So I guess he kind of showed, he still has some capabilities. It just happened to be a very deep room.
Oh, they had to make room for
H&. That's my boy.
Yeah, glad he. I wonder if they're gonna kick tires on him a little bit early, see if we can get some big plays out of him. But I think running back you got to be patient with, right? Because I like to call them first 2 quarters softening them up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because then you keep pounding on them. Eventually, one gonna break, but you can't get impatient with it.
Yeah, you hear that, Mike McDaniel? You can't run the ball to get to the 20-yard line and then decide, let me stop running against the Chiefs and just do crazy plays. Yeah, but it's okay. Look, we have an easier opponent this weekend. Antonio Pierce has had a good, solid run as a head coach. I think he gets his first loss.
That's weird, man. That is weird.
Weird, right?
Yeah, you have to understand. Antonio Pierce?
Yeah, he was.
That's just weird. He's my age.
5 to 7 years ago. He's your age?
I think so. He might be a little younger.
Yeah, I thought he may be.
He was in their last Super Bowl, I want to say.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Antonio Pierce age. That seems to be like a youth movement going on around the league, though. He's 45 years old.
10 years younger. Yeah, jeez.
Yeah. Well, good luck to him, except for this weekend. All right, when we come back, we got some more.
I still got that story.
Oh, yes. Please. Let's come back with that. Please.
All right.
I'll be back more after this.
first person shooter mode. We turning your son to a funeral. To say they don't office, you better be talking about working.
Wow.
But I knew the code.
Wow.
Oh, Figgy.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Even when you're late, you're late.
Even when you're late, you're late.
You normally come on at 12. We
Yep.
get to enjoy it too. Now, 12:45.
They're just rolling in here.
It's not my fault you guys are messed up on the clock. How dare you?
Rolling in here, dude.
Oh, our clock is an hour earlier. It's actually 11:45.
It's actually 11:45. Yep.
Hey,
Oh, daylight savings.
that's a new one. That's a new one. I'm
I
gonna
like
talk with my wife.
Yeah.
I am on time. Your clock is messed up.
There was a train.
Oh, the train. Classic.
It's a real train, by the way, guys.
Yeah, sure. It's the bright line.
It is.
Leroy, what you got for me, dude?
It is not.
So I want to ask y'all what y'all think about this.
All right.
I'm just gonna read the comment.
Oh.
Charissa Thompson
All right.
admits to completely making up NFL sideline reports.
What? Okay, hold on. Let's look at this. Completely and wow, damn, she's on Thursday Night Football, so it's not like she's on like a little hole
No,
in the
she ain't
wall.
on Scrub. She ain't on the what was the bad one? Oh, Jets versus Denver. No, she was on Thursday. She's on Thursday night.
That's crazy.
Man,
She is
I'm
Thursday
reading
night.
about this now. See, but now she's trying to walk it back. I'm seeing a tweet that came out maybe about an hour and a half ago, saying, "Let's address the elephant in the room. I have responsibility to myself and my employers to clarify what is being reported. When on a podcast this week, I said I would make up reports early in my career when I worked as a sideline reporter before I transitioned to my current host role. Working in media, I understand how important words are, and I chose the wrong words to describe the situation. What were the right words, lady? I'm sorry. I've never lied about anything or been unethical during my time as a sports broadcaster." Okay, so now are you lying about lying? I can't trust you.
But here's the kicker.
Yeah.
You know who went after?
Who?
All the other female sideline reporters.
Yeah, I can imagine. You're discrediting me at that point.
Right. So Tracy Wolfson, you know who her.
Yes.
This is absolutely not okay. Not the norm and upsetting on so many levels. I take my job very seriously. I hold myself accountable for all I say. I build trust with coaches and never make something up. I know my fellow reporters do the same.
Damn. Okay. Look, let's talk about the actual things, because now I'm wondering, like, what is she talking about? She said she clarified that in the absence of a coach providing any information, she would use information that she had gathered and saw during the first half to create her report. For example, if a team was 0 for 7 on third down, that would clearly be an area where they needed to improve in the second half. In these instances, I never attributed anything I said to a player or a coach. I don't know, man. It seems like she's trying to walk back a lot of this stuff.
I don't know. Wait. Here's what I would say.
Yeah.
And here's where I have to ask outsiders.
Yeah.
As a player, I've never been given a break for nothing that I've said. Nothing. In fact, anytime a player says something, nobody can wait to jump down his throat. And guess what?
Why?
Last I checked, these guys were football players, not professional speakers. Okay? So I give them a break, because it's not the easiest thing to do when you just got done playing a football game and they've had 3 hours to watch what you were doing to respond to everything that happened in that game. It's not the easiest thing to do. So a lot of times you hear generic answers, right? Because you really don't know at that moment.
Yeah.
But the people that write about it, the people that are professionals, the people that went to school and got training on that specific job, right?
Yeah.
Why should we let them walk it back? You see what I'm saying? Like right now, there's a thing on TV, and it's about Trayvon Diggs talking about his brother, right? Saying 14 need to get the hell up out of there, right?
Yeah.
Or quarterback ain't been good until bro got there. Stuff like that. And Stephon have to come in and answer for that stuff, what his brother said. You know, and he basically said, I never said that. Don't come at me. My brother's a grown-ass man. He played football too. Right? But in this situation, because you have to understand, I don't look at everybody make mistakes, right? Everybody makes mistakes. But here's where I differ from them. I don't get the benefit of the doubt ever. Players, athletes, coaches never get the benefit of the doubt. Never get to walk it back. You hold them to what they said or did forever. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now she want to just release a statement and say everything's supposed to be okay? So if she showed me one instance, one situation where she's been that lenient with a player, I may buy it. I may understand it. But for the most part, when we talk about players and we pick apart what they say, we don't give them the benefit of the doubt. We pick it apart even more.
Now, what if the things that she was quote unquote making up, because she was saying that, you know, it wasn't necessarily that she was making up stats or anything like that, that maybe the coach couldn't come out at halftime or it was too late. So she'd say general things like they need to get better on third downs. Is that something that, like, what she was saying?
She's doing, well, because it would look pretty bad if they want a response from the coach and the coach wouldn't talk to her.
Yeah.
Right? So she feels it would fill her. Right?
Yeah.
But you could just say that. You could say, hey, sometimes coming out of these halftimes, all coaches aren't receptive to questions and stuff like that. They're trying to get on the field and do what they need to do. And you could say that.
Yeah. She said, I would make up the report sometimes because A, the coach wouldn't come out at halftime or it was too late. And I didn't want to screw up the part. So I was like, I'm just going to make this up.
Right.
First of all, no coach is going to get mad if I say, hey, we need to stop hurting ourselves. We need to get better on third down. We need to stop turning the ball over and do a better job of getting off the field. So she's just
not the way you sold it, though. You sold it like you had a conversation with the coach.
Yeah, and honestly, it makes it seem like now I can't. Now you're trying to, you know, provide justification for whatever it is that you said. How can I trust you now based off of, like, you told me you're a liar, and then now you want me to trust you?
Right.
She said they're not going to correct her on that and that it's fine. She'll just make up the report.
Yeah. Maybe she can just say, hey, I didn't get a chance to speak. Well, I guess, I don't know.
No, but if you don't say that, then wouldn't they say something along the lines of, oh, well, let's get somebody in there that can do it. But she's trying to keep her job too. I get all, but listen, I get all that, right? I set this up by saying from the position that I held, right? None of them was ever understanding to the circumstances in which I was out there playing football. You see what I mean? What about players that play with injuries that you can't say nothing because otherwise your team will get fined for not putting you on the injury list?
Oh, yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's not that I don't get everything that she's saying or explaining. And I can understand why she would do it. I can't say I wouldn't do the same thing. That I would have to say something. They come to the sideline report. What did you say with the coach? Right? What have you learned? Right. So, exactly. Exactly. So everything keeps moving or whatever. Here's what I wouldn't have did though. I wouldn't have admitted it.
Yeah. What are you doing on a podcast? Dude? What are you doing?
Correct. So from that standpoint, right? Show me one situation or circumstance, right? Where you have given a player the benefit of the doubt, where you have asked for a little bit of understanding, you know, for a situation because they know these situations more than most and they still go all in, right?
Yeah.
So what I say is, hey, back at you. I ain't doing it. You never did it to me.
Yeah.
Right?
That's rough, man.
I remember, I'll give you a perfect example. So I came down here for I think we had a bye week or something like that, right? Got in trouble.
Oh,
right? Got in trouble. Got arrested.
Whoa!
Miami on South Beach.
Leroy.
Right?
What are you doing?
Went back.
Yeah.
Went back up to Minnesota.
Yeah.
and they were like, "Oh, he drugs in his pocket or whatever."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Whoa!" So, all right. So that Tuesday, when I got back, I had to fly to Chicago, 8-hour meeting with the NFL and doctors and stuff like that. Right? Come back. I said to the reporters, I said, "Hold on, you guys know me. Every time you've asked me a question, I've answered it truthfully. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let this play out, right? This is nonsense." And you know what? They all did because of how I handled myself for my first 8 years of my career, right?
Gosh.
So, but I built that trust.
Yeah.
With how I handled them, no matter what, win, lose, or draw, right? So it comes out, 2 months later when football season is over, charges thrown out.
Makes sense.
But I had already gone through it, right?
Yeah.
I had already got the people that were writing all this stuff weren't around when it got thrown out. So I had to basically just eat it. So you best believe if one of them get caught in a situation or saying something stupid, you're going to be hard-pressed to get players to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, feel any
That's
sort
just the way it goes. Maybe you should be a little more compassionate or understanding when another guy get thrown. Like, you know what? The whole innocent till proven guilty.
Yeah.
That don't apply.
Nah, that's
That
like
don't
guilty
apply.
till proven
You
innocent.
guilty, you get trashed and what have you until you prove your innocence. And then guess what? How many times you heard, "Ooh, I was wrong on that one." Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's how understanding I'm gonna be with all these situations. When somebody get in a little trouble, when one of these guys, right?
Yeah.
Because guess what? If a player got caught doing cocaine in a football facility,
Yeah.
how long would he be playing NFL football?
I mean, look what they did to Josh Gordon and Ricky Williams for weed.
Okay. But the coach,
oh yeah, of course.
videotaped.
Yep.
He is now offensive line coach in I think it's San Francisco.
He's had a plethora of jobs since then.
Right.
He makes good money. He's one of the highest paid.
Right. And then nobody flipped out. Nobody, he just went away.
Yep.
So yeah. So I ain't buying it. I get it. Maybe I understand what she was saying.
Yeah.
I understand you got to fill space. I understand your employer wants you, right, to give some content, right? Don't then go on your podcast and kind of talk about it like you almost throw it in everybody's face like you got away with it. Look what I used to do. And then say, I don't do it now. Right?
Damage is done.
Yes, that's it.
When we come back, final hour of the show, I'm gonna wrap things up this week. Gonna finish things off with a little "You're Dead to Me." Stick around. We'll be back after this. Dime, esto es lo que tú querías. Welcome back to the Tobin Leroy show. Tobin out, Leroy, Starfig, Frog Boy, holding it down. It's not fair. You're just Leroy. And Starfig and Frog Boy over here. We got to come up with a name for Leroy.
I've been called enough in my
fair.
day.
That's fair. You served your time.
Listen, it's something to be said about spending half your life getting booed by half the people.
Yeah, no, that's true. You have, although I feel like I got my own crowd with me constantly booing with Schmeeth and Schmolnick in his comments.
Well, he does it to everybody though. He's an equal opportunity guy.
I feel like he was less active since there was no things that he can turn against Tobin to make fat puns.
He's usually not around when Tobin's not here.
Yeah, it's like he's big. You know what? I've never seen him in the same room at the same time.
Sometimes I feel like it's Tobin.
Conspiracy. Let's get some headlines, shall we? These headlines are brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Miami Heat took down the Brooklyn Nets. Hopefully that's the last time we see Brooklyn for quite some time because, man, this is the third time we've seen them. I'll take them down.
The good news is if you keep beating them, you want to keep seeing them.
Yeah.
Right? Because in the end, that head-to-head is going to matter to some.
Yeah. Following this, they got a back-to-back against the Bulls. Isn't that strange? Back-to-back, same team.
Yeah, that's what caused the fight.
Oh. Because
they had played a back-to-back.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you know what? I'm actually glad you brought that up. This little liar, dude.
Who?
This guy, Stephen Kerr.
Did you see him? He backtracked, right? Because remember,
Whoa!
right after the game, he said there was nothing wrong with what Draymond did. And then he was like, it was wrong. Draymond knows better. He's got to do a better job of, I'm like, whoa, what happened?
Look, this is Steve Kerr immediately after the game, lying to the media.
Obviously, a different kind of game there from the start. Just the initial sequence, did you see it? And what did you think of the whole resolution of it?
There's no way Klay Thompson should have been thrown out of the game. I mean, he's running up the floor, and the guy grabs his jersey, and he's pulling on him, and so Klay pulls back, and no way Klay should have been ejected. That was ridiculous. So I was upset about that. And then the Draymond piece of it, if you watch the replay, Rudy had his hands on Klay's neck, and that's why Draymond went after Rudy. And I saw one replay right after it happened. Guys on the back of the bench were telling us that Rudy had Draymond or had Klay, and that's why Draymond went at Rudy. So that's all I know. But it was, a bizarre way to start the game a minute and a half in.
Now, play the presser yesterday.
Now, the one from yesterday is completely backtracking. You know what? This is Steve Kerr.
We haven't spoken with you since Draymond was officially suspended. Just your reaction on that. And when we last talked to you, you said looked like Rudy had dropped Klay. Draymond was defending Klay, but seeing the tape back, seeing everything, do you think that Draymond took it a little bit too far?
Yes, he definitely took it too far. I didn't have a problem with him getting Rudy off of Klay because, the rule of thumb is you don't put your hands on another player on the other team. You get your own guy. And so I thought Rudy was wrong for putting his arms on Klay, regardless of his intentions. So I had no problem with Draymond getting him off of him, but he's got to let go. And he hung on for 6-7 seconds. And it was a terrible visual for the league, for Draymond, for everybody. So Draymond was wrong. He knows that. It's a bad look. The 5 games is deserved, and we move forward.
Look at this guy.
Hey. How quick? Wait. It sounds like Somebody got a phone call.
Absolutely. Adam Silver's like, yeah, why don't we dial that back a little bit? Well, he had him in a chokehold for 10 seconds.
Wait, it's not just a chokehold, but he dragged him around the floor like it was showcasing a giant fish.
For real.
He refused to let go the entire time. He absolutely refused to let go.
Now, I said, and I stand by this, Draymond knew who he was messing with.
Yeah.
Because you mess with the wrong guy, that's a melee.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, they always do that. Even the Markieff Morris thing that happened down here with Joker, you know, that wasn't Bam. Obviously, there was a reason why it's always these people, but you can't do that to Bam. You can't do that to Luka. You can't do that to Steph Curry. You know, there's just different rules for different players, but it just seems like everyone kind of hates Rudy Gobert, so it was kind of like, meh. It's okay.
I mean, you hate Klay, so where does that fit in?
Well, look, this is where it should fit in. He should be thrown in.
What?
He incited a riot. In my opinion, he incited a riot and then got his homeboy who came to his defense suspended for 5 games. And what does he do?
Hold on.
1 for 10.
Draymond was going to do that anyway.
Yeah, he did not.
He didn't need help. Draymond, look, Draymond took it far enough, right?
Yep.
Almost as if he didn't want to play no more, right?
You heard what Rudy Gobert said, that every time
they could check.
They did check, actually, and 7 out of, I think, like the 12 ejections that Draymond Green has is when Steph Curry's not in the lineup.
Oh, so he wasn't lying.
Yeah, he wasn't just being petty. He wasn't just, being salty. He was actually speaking facts. And the first time, actually, Draymond Green was ever ejected, 2 things about that: Steph Curry out of the lineup, and 2, it was against Rudy Gobert and the Jazz. There's a history here for sure. There's a history.
Why does he not like Rudy Gobert?
Yeah. I mean, look, a lot of the league doesn't like Rudy Gobert for whatever reason. There's so many different reasons. Could be the COVID thing. Could be about him, crying when he didn't get an all-star selection. It could be the fact that he's wildly overrated just because of the fact that he can block shots. Or it could be some sort of personality issue. I mean, obviously, Donovan Mitchell decided that whatever, he brought to the court wasn't enough and decided to get the hell out of there. And I don't know. It just seems like
Utah, though.
Yeah, look.
Oh, the only crazy people in this is Minnesota for giving up all those picks for Rudy Gobert.
That is indeed crazy, although they are streaking this year and having a good bounce back year. I think they could have done it without giving up and raising the price. I feel like that kind of had a ripple effect on the league, and it's part of the reason why we couldn't get Dame.
Well, because they figured they could get a lot more than they actually should have, and their response is, look at what Rudy Gobert commanded. Right?
It's just ridiculous, Minnesota. What were you thinking, man? Ruin the league. I blame A-Rod.
Adrian says, why don't you go ahead on and get Klay?
What?
He said, no, attack him.
Come on. 1 for 10. The guy is disgusting. Let me read this meme. You saw this meme I said to the group.
Oh, my goodness.
Which I just feel like the world is finding out what I already knew. My mom asked me if I did the dishes. I yelled, Klay Thompson. She smiled because she knew they were washed.
Then I had to ask if he's the one that did the meme.
And then JFig said, Marcos, did you do that? He goes,
no, the whole world is realizing what I've already known.
Oh,
then he photoshopped the picture.
Nah. I'm telling you guys, I've been on it. Look, one day you guys will understand. And you guys see him as this sweet, nice guy, great story. I remember when he assaulted that woman at the parade. And by assaulted, I don't want to legally throw things out there. He accidentally ran into her. But you know what I mean, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Look, nonetheless, as long as the Miami Heat continue to win,
dude,
whether or not because Klay Thompson sometimes will get a game winner and someone will be in my DMs with that. And I always got to refute that. But again, as long as the Heat keep winning, that's really all that matters.
This is delicious.
What is that?
What is that?
Gold Bear?
Golden Bear.
Golden Bear light
lemonade.
Strawberry lemonade.
All right. That's a corner store drink, though. You can't get that.
You know, here's where you can get it.
Yeah.
The corner store.
Yep.
Maybe 7-Eleven, Winn-Dixie.
That's it. What about a Seneca?
Publix might have it. You know, Publix have the little loose cans.
What about Fresco?
Oh,
Fresco. You get Fresco
Walmart?
anywhere.
What about a
What's that?
CVS?
Oh, you might get, CVS might have it. Right? You
No, I
know,
want Spanish CVS though.
all the corner stores.
CVS Mas, is that what it is?
Yeah, CVS Emas.
Yeah.
You ever seen one of those, Leroy?
No.
Yeah, you go to Hialeah or somewhere down in the south, you'll see a CVS Emas. And I'm like, oh my God, what's the Emas? It's like, what's the beyond of Bed Bath & Beyond? I'm so interested.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I probably have too much time to think about that.
Isn't Bed Bath & Beyond already like no longer existent? I think there's like one store left.
I mean, the last time I remember Bed Bath & Beyond was when Click was out.
When that's right.
Click, which was actually not a bad movie.
Nah, not bad. Not bad. I think Adam Sandler has a cartoon coming out for like, I don't know, something holiday themed. But
I tell you what was a dumb movie though.
What?
Little Nicky.
No! Don't disrespect that, but it was a good movie. Ozzy Osbourne was in that. Had a brief little cameo.
Why?
Come on,
You know why it was brief?
Yeah.
Because if they gave him lines, you wouldn't be able to understand what the hell he was saying.
Hey,
Hey, hell. You know I'm right.
Let's not mess with the Prince of Darkness.
Prince of Darkness. Yeah.
Is that why you got into the bird killing business?
Yep.
Oh,
She told me to.
All right, when we come back, got a little Dead to Me left for the show. Gonna hear from some more Miami Dolphins ahead of their game. We got a football Friday ahead of us. Canes game.
Yeah.
Got an action-packed weekend. We'll finish up on the other side. Go Leroy. Go Leroy. Hey, you know, tell you
Murder, she wrote.
There you go. Welcome back to the Tobin Leroy show. Holding it
And if
down.
you're at a Spanish party, they say something else, but I don't.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. But give a good vibe starting the weekend off right.
I'm glad here. The weekend couldn't have started any better by just stop raining.
Oh yeah.
right.
That was scary. That was days.
I don't think it rained yesterday, right?
No, it didn't. But wait, here's the
That was
kicker.
windy, though.
When has it ever rained that much with zero lightning, zero thunder?
Yeah. That was just steady rain. For like,
It was like the rain. It's like it was one cloud stayed over us for like 3 days.
yeah, that was rough. It emptied out everything it had.
Yep. So it's good to see
But
the sun.
has it always been that way in November? Is my thing?
No.
Okay.
You might
so
get it. You might get
what
rain.
is going on?
Well,
Yeah.
technically, it's not the end of hurricane season, and
Ah.
so I
So
always
I've heard.
thought that this time of year is probably when it's the worst because you got the cold air coming from the north and the warm air coming from the south, and when those two meet, right, that's when you get some of your more substantial rains and thunder and stuff like that. But it usually doesn't happen, right? You get that cold air with the warm water, some stuff going down, right? But like I can't even explain that. But when was it? Was it earlier this year or last year when it rained all east of 95?
You talking about when you had to pick up Fonz?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was earlier this year too. That was
Right.
Yeah, I
earlier.
feel like it was scary.
right.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
That
Like,
was brutal. Sure.
That was
my lights on my truck were underwater.
Yeah. No, that was rough. I think my neighborhood actually made changes because of that. Like they recently paved the roads and added like 4 to 5 more sewers. I mean, it's still bad. It's still up to my shin. But like you said, previously it was up to like, your car light.
Wait.
Yeah.
They made changes and it's still up to your shin.
It's still, it's very bad. It's very poor.
Hmm.
It's not good. It's not good. I need to move. I
Sketchy.
need to move.
But that's like I can't like I lived east of 95 for I want to say 2 years.
Yeah.
And I swore that I'd never do it again. Because every time it rained, I had to like first of all, most of the houses out east don't have garages.
Imitate itself.
What?
Said they added a few rocks to the pond.
Point for Twitcher.
I lived east of 95 in Oakland Park.
Yeah.
And it was cool being east until it rained.
Yeah.
You had to pull like you couldn't go nowhere.
You had it was a house, it was a home, or
House.
like it was
Yeah, house.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's the only reason why I can even think of east of 95. And this is, this is scientific. This is very smart. I thought a lot about this. My zombie team. When the world gets overtaken by zombies, you need to be in a tall building east of 95 so that you can use the ocean as an escape route. Other than that, there's no reason to live over there.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a number.
No.
I want you
Please.
to call that number.
Yeah.
And go get some help.
Why? No,
Immediately.
that's a good idea, dude. That's a good idea. Look, zombie apocalypse. You got to go somewhere that
Zombie
gives.
apocalypse. That's gonna be Tobin messing with you.
No, it's the thing. It's impossible. You never know. The aliens are coming.
Hey,
You never know what's going
I'm
on.
gonna tell you what. Y'all
Aliens
remember?
are
Y'all
here.
remember a couple of years ago when Todd Greck was in the wheelchair and he was in the elevator for Halloween, scaring people.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
No.
So when you go to that back elevator, he
Yep.
was sitting in a dressed as an old man,
Oh.
sitting in a wheelchair, and then he like do that. I say, I don't know who you are, little fella, but you almost got your ass kicked.
Yeah. One of the jump scares, dude.
I
Really?
don't recall that.
Yeah. Oh, I get Lupe all the time.
Ah, she's
I just
jumping.
look. She'll be talking. I just walk
She's
right up.
easy.
I just walk up and just get in her hair and go, "Hi, Lupe."
Yeah.
I actually, so the mezzanine, when the air turns on, it makes this crazy noise.
Yo, yeah.
And I heard it for the first time yesterday, but I don't do jump scares. So I was with Lupe downstairs. And out of nowhere, it turns on. She flipped out. And I was
wait, Mr. Black, Mrs. Black Death, Angel of Mercy, or whatever. Yeah. I don't do jump scares. Like,
that's where you draw the line, huh?
Right. Like, when you're a basketball player,
it takes quite some time.
You're a running back.
Scare me.
Oh, challenge accepted.
You've done that. I don't know how many times, and it doesn't work. Okay,
I
that's
know.
why we've teamed up.
Yes. Oh, look. She said, "Same team."
Yeah.
We are on the same team.
You know who I used to get all the time when we first moved in the building? Joe Rose.
Oh, Joe.
Oh, I used to get him.
Yeah. After a while, you end up being on edge when like someone is like constantly scaring you.
Here, but people don't realize that my nerves are so bad, right? Just from just my reaction to things is so delayed that you may scare the crap out of me.
Yeah.
And I want to jump, but my body just don't respond. So I just play it off.
So
right?
what is that, like a football thing, like sports, or is that just
when you've broken enough stuff,
yeah,
right? It just don't react like it should. Right? Like that's just imagine, you know how your body reacts slowly to when it's cold?
Yeah.
Right? Like that's like that. Just doesn't. Plus, I'm not really. Plus, when you scare people the way I do, like I'm in the house, I'm getting Mima. Oh, I killed Mima.
Poor Mima.
First of all, she can't even hear me coming because she ain't have her earring. She don't have her hearing aids in. Oh, I'm getting her.
You gotta mess with Mima. She's out here trying to do puzzles.
She's supposed to do her puzzles, dude.
And then it's still sitting there too. Not a narrow piece has been added since she left.
She's waiting for you, dude. You gotta help her out.
I ain't hit that demographic yet. Demographic.
I'm gonna go help her. Out.
But and Rebecca, I can't do her because she used to cry. Right? But I got fines.
Oh,
he's fair game. Tag team. I don't know. I showed JFig. So when he was little,
we actually played it on air.
He went to take a shower. So me and Big Spoon say, let's get him. So I got in the closet with the camera, and her little ass got underneath a pillow.
Oh,
so she was hiding underneath the pillow on his bed. So when he came into the room, I jumped out and he jumped towards the bed. Then she jumped out from under the pillow. He just left. He just went and sat down the room. Y'all done?
I aspire to be like that.
So
right.
Yeah.
The days
Scaring
I can
children.
Conspire with my wife to scare my child.
Oh, you got to be careful. There's a fine line between being scared and then start crying, and then you got to go buy ice cream.
Or a Lego.
Or because Rebecca, she would cry, right?
Yeah.
But now I get and then I can't get Big Spoon because she punches. Right? She does angry scared, right?
Yeah, for sure. The anger scare.
The anger scare. You ever see the video with the guy? They have it was during Halloween. A guy was sitting in a chair, right, and act like a scarecrow or whatever. And then when people come, he would scare them. So he did it to this one dude, and the dude knocked him out.
Two piece.
And so
yeah. So yeah, I don't play that. But I did like 1 year, because they do like the way they do it in my neighborhood. They bring tables to the front of the driveway.
Oh yeah.
And you put the candy there, and then like you'll have some like a cooler with some drink for the adults, and then some like some water and some punch or whatever for the kids, and then you have your candy. And they just walk up and down, everybody say hi to everybody or whatever. 1 year we did a whole thing on my driveway because I had the long driveway, so it was like potluck. Everybody brought something, whatever. So I turned the light off. So the kids kept coming up to the door. I said, okay, that's what we doing? All right. So I turned my light on, and I went and got in the bushes by my front door. All the little kids, ding, ding, trick or treat. Ah! And that was it. They don't even come. Look, they look at the door. They look at the door and warn all the other kids. He waiting in the bushes. Don't go to that door.
I tell you what, that's gonna scar me for years too. For years to come.
I used to love to go.
Huh?
Sorry, I used to love going to those houses. Whenever I knew someone was going to jump out, I had to go.
Why?
Because it was fun.
You're ice cold, right? You don't get scared. So you like scary movies and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
I don't like scary movies. I remember one time me and my wife went to see The Ring. It was one of the first movies we went to, right? Because I was trying, look. I ain't gonna say, I ain't scared. I ain't scared no scary movie. Oh, you want to go see a scary movie, baby? Come on, let's go see a scary movie. Look, and if you get scared, you could just come on over here. And, yeah. So I got the whole thing.
She was the one comforting you.
So we watching the movie, and I'm playing it cool because I'm terrified. I don't like these movies. I ain't spending money to go get scared. I want to be entertained, right? Suspense, whatever. Just not scared. We went to see The Ring, right? I don't know what it was. When that girl started walking crazy, like this up them stairs, I was like, ah! Right? She said, I can't hear all these damn people screaming around me. I was like,
that would be me.
And it's you.
I'm like, I'm sorry. She said, oh. She goes, duly noted.
Real tough, Leroy.
Hey, look, that ain't my thing. I'm a jokester. I like suspense. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't like, why? Like, why? I don't get it. Listen, all the Friday the 13th movies, you know how they end. You know the pretty white girl gonna get her head chopped off at some point. And then the stars, the people that's going to survive, the big names going to survive, right?
Got to. Except for sometimes they put them in the movie just to for example, who was the girl in Scream? Was it Drew Barrymore that died in the first 10 minutes?
Oh, they have a celebrity, it's almost like a guest appearance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I saw that. It was 10 minutes and she was dead.
Right. You know what all scary movies remind me of?
What?
Remember the commercial when the girl goes, let's get in the moving car. Oh, let's go hide behind the sword. Let's go hide in the garage behind the chainsaw.
I will never understand that. Never.
But it's always, but you know what? We laugh at that commercial, but you're watching a scary movie, and that's the exact thing you say. Why are you doing this? The other thing, I've never been able to figure out in a scary movie. Can somebody explain this to me? Why Freddy Krueger and all of the bad guys, they never run. They walk.
Yeah.
And all the white people be running full speed. Yep. And they never seem to get away.
You know why they always
that actually became a challenge. It became a trend on social media where people were trying to test out that theory.
And you get so far away.
No one was able to open the door to escape.
It's harder than you think, Leroy. We're gonna try.
No. I'm talking about just running. Like you go to the woods, the bad guy's always walking with a limp. You running full speed, and then you can never get away.
Nah, it's true. I mean, because look, they're gonna trip if they're in the woods and they're running away. They have to trip over something.
Oh, so you said they did the challenge by trying to open that damn door while the boogeyman after you?
I'm telling you, the next week or week after, we're gonna try it.
I juggernaut that thing. What you talking about, dude?
I
hate scary movies so much. If I got caught in a real scary movie situation, you best believe that door getting juggernauted. Boom! Just run through it. They say, "Hey man, we just playing." No, I'm out.
But guess what? You do that, and you're giving them access to go right behind you.
That's what I was saying.
You're not making it harder for them.
You're gonna turn around and put
wait, you gonna turn around and lock the door? Or you gonna run? See, that's why the white girls always get killed.
Because you don't want to lock the door.
You try to lock the door. Get out, run. See, that's the problem. Y'all thinking too much. Just run.
I'm not.
A guy who's walking should not be able to keep up with a person who's running. End of discussion.
It's a power
walk.
walk.
They don't know how to run.
Well, I have stopped you from running on several occasions.
Look at that.
That's different. I run a lot better and a lot quicker.
In your starfish suit.
When you're scared?
You're right, yes. Huh?
When you're scared?
When I have purpose.
Oh, okay.
When I have purpose.
When was the last time you had purpose to get to work on time?
Wow.
When I have purpose.
Lashing out.
I don't like that. I don't like
Get
that.
dead to me when we come back.
Time to get it.
You're dead to me.
Welcome back to the show. It is Tobin Leroy here, holding it down. Final segment of the week. Time to tell everyone who or what is dead to you.
You're dead to me.
Leroy, why don't you start us off?
I'll start us off. The rain.
Oh,
here's why.
That's fair.
Because a whole bunch of rain has a trickling effect on everything.
Yep.
Namely, these badass South Florida drivers. Okay? Soon as your windshield get wet, it don't even have to be raining hard. Somebody is squinting through their windshield because their windshield wipers don't work right, slowing up, and then there's traffic. So the rain has caused so many problems, so many headaches. Now, I get it, it's Florida. It's Florida.
Yeah.
But rain makes me hate people more.
That's
with
fair.
all the stuff you got to go through because of rain. And listen, Florida has been Florida for 1 million years. Okay?
That's true.
Dear Shenandoah, and that is the strip mall by my house. Why in all them years you ain't figured out a way to pump the damn water out? Because every time it rained an inch, you got the rednecks dragging each other around in skateboards and stuff, and snowboards and stuff like that on four-wheelers because it's so flooded. You ain't figured out a way to drain that area yet?
Who has a snowboard here?
Not a snowboard. You know what I meant. I'm not into that stuff.
Yeah.
All I know is one guy's on a four-wheeler, the other guy's pulling him on a rope, and they on some type of apparatus.
Oh, wow.
Getting pulled around like we in the middle of the ocean. What happened?
You okay?
Your concert got canceled?
Huh?
Your concert got canceled?
You know what?
Oh.
My dead to me goes.
Whoa.
Let me tell you. When I got this message a couple hours ago,
all
I'll
right.
show you the message. I screenshotted it just in case.
Oh.
I was in a line.
Front gate
I was
ticket.
in a standby page. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, yes.
To buy concert tickets to a festival that I really want to go to.
Oh, is it While We Were Young?
Yes.
Oh.
My
You
new
got locked
emo
out.
festival. No, let me tell you how I get an email right now saying sold out. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of all the times that
You
this
are so
happens to me.
committed to this
It's not
concert
something-
scene, and you get clocked out. You get blocked out.
This is not something that used to happen to me. This used to be so simple to get concert tickets, festival tickets, anything. I'm so upset.
You know what?
I have
You know what I
committed my
think?
whole life for this scene of music.
Oh.
And look what they're doing to me.
You gotta use.
Because these little newcomers want to go ahead and buy tickets to a festival in not West Palm Beach, Vegas.
You're dead.
Oh, it's in Vegas?
Yeah.
And have you ever been to Vegas, JFig?
No!
That's what I thought.
I wanted to go.
What is it now? While We Were Young?
Yeah, it's a
When
bunch
we
of
were
the emo bands of the early 2000s.
You know, I know people. Let me see.
Oh, that's true.
Let me see
Leroy
what I
knows
can do.
people.
Especially in Vegas.
You know
Let me see
people in Vegas?
Of course. I
Please
lived there.
talk to them before I start crying.
I lived there.
Leroy, every time you say I got some people, let me see what I can do. My
I
heart.
literally had to pull out my little stress puck.
Yeah, I saw you grab the punk. That was very confusing.
Like just random.
saw that.
Oh no, listen. When I say let me see what I can do, I ain't going.
Yeah.
I ain't going, but I know some folks.
You're dead to me.
I'm so upset. This is
That's
the same festival that remember I spoke to you about it, thinking that it was a fake festival that happened last year.
Was that the
Last
same
year was the first
festival when
year.
me and Tobin went there and everybody was dressed in no, that was remember the one when DJ Khaled got booed in Vegas?
Oh,
No,
good time.
no. This is an emo festival. Literally an emo festival.
Jimmy Butler's gonna be attending.
All right.
My dead
Heartbroken.
to me goes to someone who isn't on today's show. Someone
Well,
who's
that's
absent.
kind of rude. It's
Yeah,
kind of
it
rude
is.
considering what's happening. Although
Yeah,
I understand where you're going at.
Yeah, I could spare him, but
would he spare you?
Would he spare me?
Wow.
My dead to me.
You're dead to me.
Goes to none other than Brendan Jacob Tobin. I don't think that's his
Jacob.
middle name, but like it should be.
Absolutely not. I can tell you that.
Brendan Michael Tobin.
You're dead to me.
Probably more
Okay.
accurate.
Yeah, it's probably better. And I'm gonna tell you why. This punk, see what I did there? Getting crazy. This punk told me to hammer the over. Haywood Highsmith is gonna have more than 1.5 steals. 1.5 steals. Look at this ticket. I want you guys to check out this ticket right here. Let's see. Let's start at the top. 5 picks for up to $300. I pick easy. Bam Adebayo, get over 3.5 assists. Easy. Chet Holmgren, more than 3 free throws made. Easy. Shy, more than 5.5 assists. He had 7. Jaime Jaquez, 15 points. Come on now. The only thing that prevented me from winning $300 off of a $10 bet is stupid Tobin and this stupid basketball advice. This is the 3rd day in a row he's costing me some money.
I told you what never to do. I tried to break it down for you.
Never trust him.
And listen to Leroy.
No, it's not that. Don't bet your home team unless it's an obvious thing.
But I know so much about them.
No, you don't know. Like, you betting on steals? You know how hard it is to get a steal?
Like, I am stripping you out of your headline where it says NBA Insider. No, you're not.
No,
You're
that's
a
fair.
follower,
You're just-
dude. You're a follower.
Now you're just
That's fair.
You're a follower. You're a follower. An insider would know and go with his gut.
I had 4 out of 5, Leroy. If it wasn't for stinking Tobin and his Haywood. Remember yesterday he was going crazy. over Haywood.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're listening somewhere, Tobin, hope everything's going well. And I just want you to know.
You say, I don't care. I got to get this off my chest.
You're dead to me.
I don't think he's watching or
Good.
listening. There's an old man blasting stuff.
Oh, yes, that's right. The old
Blasting.
fellas are here.
Yep. I
So,
wonder what they're
Jennifer,
Yes.
I'll have an answer by the end of the weekend.
Are you serious?
Look at that.
Don't play with my heartstrings. I am
You thought,
heartbroken.
wait. You thought I was kidding?
Ooh.
Oh, nah. What are you talking about?
Can I give one more honorary dead to
Where
me?
are they? Is it a festival at the racetrack, or is it in one of the casino? I doubt they do that.
I think it's the racetrack because it's like off the strip.
Yeah, because that's what they.
I've
That's
never
where they
gone,
do
so I
those
have no idea.
festivals. That's where they do those festivals.
I am going to sign up for a wait list request.
Yes. I mean, it's a year away. You mean to tell me they won't free up any tickets, add an extra day or something like that?
Is it a year out?
It's a year away.
It's in October.
Yeah. Of
Next
year.
October?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Because it just happened.
Hold on, let me see.
Get your boy up.
Nightlife trips. Reward nightlife.
Before we get out of here, I'm
I'm honestly really upset right now.
So Sovereign Superstar, Icon, Blue Man Group. Oh god.
Blue Man Group.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I don't like bad mouthing nobody.
Watch it.
We're at Garrett's Comedy Club.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
Guys, Andre
Demi
3000.
Lovato.
Demi Lovato. I've never seen her live.
Who's Gugash?
Oh, you don't know Gugash, dude? Come on. I gosh, you
Do you know Ian Munsick?
Yeah. He was in my 3rd grade class. He's doing well for himself. He's doing well.
So no, I'm looking. All right, I got a call in. You know who has a residency in Vegas?
Usher.
Yeah.
Katy Perry. Oh.
Let me see.
Carrot Top.
No.
You got it.
Madonna.
When you're on the phone. You hang
Madonna
up.
is at the MGM.
All right. You know what? I'm not going to go through. Speaking of Vegas, make sure you watch the Dolphins.
Who's Pepe Aguilera?
Pepe Aguilera? That is Pepe Le
It's
Pew.
not Aguilera. It's not Aguilera.
Aguilar.
Yeah.
Aguilar. Right?
That's sounds like it could be a soccer player.
Yeah.
No, is it?
Yes, everyone knows Pepe Aguilar. He's my boy.
You know what I don't like? To join the wait list, you have to put a credit card. What for? So you can lie to me?
Look at that. That's true.
This
Leroy,
is why I thought it was sketchy from the very beginning.
read your credit card information aloud so that JFig can put that, please.
No, it's terrible.
All right, everyone, enjoy your week.
I would rather drive to the Citadel and show her my credit card.
Yeah. Well, she won't be here, so I wouldn't drive here.
Bruno Mars, he's good.
Bruno Mars is actually coming here at the Hard Rock in December.
Huh. Good. Well, let me get tickets to that too. Hit up your people, Leroy. Everyone, make sure you watch the Dolphins game this weekend. And be safe, have fun, enjoy the sun now that the rain is gone, and
reinvest in more Karol G.
We need more Karol G.
Just get
Karol
James
G.
Miller to the Heat.
That's it.
I'm tired of waiting, Riles.
Get the tranquilizer.
You got your feelings hurt, and now you don't want to play the game anymore. You want to
I
take
don't.
all your toys and go home.
Let's give it up for Big Candy.
Hope you mother have a good day.
Listen to